Hi, everybody. Sorry that was a long pause. I was just on the live of this young lady, Ali Carter. Ali Carter is telling a lot of lies right now. I mean, when you go onto her actual live of her talking, she's actually doing exactly what was said. You ask her a straight out question, why didn't she take what was provided? They're looking at the money, right? She said, oh, yeah, like we didn't want the money. She also shows signs of some type of something going on in the background. You know, she also thinks that a life of a dog is more important than her life. She repeated it many times. And to be honest, people, I think this is the year of people finding out who people is. And it's quite sad because she showed herself as a human trafficking survivor. So now, are we questioning, are you truly a human trafficking survivor, or are you just trying to come off as whatever? Because you were so quick to block people when they ask you straight out questions, right? Because people need answers. And you will get people asking you questions, certain questions. Why didn't you take certain help that was provided? Why? What are the actual places that you went to? What? Right, there's the what, why, and the where. Right, people are going to ask you then questions. Yes, you may still have the same followers who might listen to your story or your plight, but there are real victims out there that is actually going through this shit. And to be honest, it's not fair that you are doing this. And I do hope more people make videos on you, by the way, because I am not going to make another video on you. I'm just talking here right now because I feel that you need to hear this. Why is your mum, your adopted mother, filling in the gaps? You're supposed to know the stories. Fair enough, like I said, people will blank out traumas that had happened to them, but you don't forget the trauma completely, right? And being that you are supposed to be an advocate of the human trafficking survivor, you show different signs of something that is not of a true person. And I don't want to use the word a scam, but you are coming over a bit like that to us, to the real people who see you right now, and it's not looking too good. And like I said, it's not a race thing because people get children get trafficked across the border, right, of all colors. I already gave you one story of a boy in the UK who got taken and he somehow escaped. I don't see what else you can possibly get out of this. I really wish you do stop because it's really quite sad what you're doing, right? Just think about it. A real person who survived human trafficking might come forward and people will doubt them. Why? Because you are telling stories and it's not fair and it's not right. And to be honest, right, even if you have had these stories but sound like recycled stories, right? Like I said, Angela and whoever deals with you in the past have a right to question you. If you are a real genuine person, you will tell the actual story, the actual places, no matter how much it hurts, because then you'll get the help for that trauma. Then you'll be provided with a safe house or somewhere safe. And especially if people is after you, like I said, a safe house possibly might be provided. I don't know the ins and outs of everything, but possibly that's how I think. That's how it will go. The man that you turn down, he does this on a day-to-day basis. He does human trafficking survivors on a day-to-day basis. You literally turn that down. That is not right. In the eyes of the universe, the cosmos, the whatever you wish to term yourself, whatever doctrine you follow. This is not right. Not only that, right, you need to help others to get out of whatever spot they're in. We who is listening to you, we're listening to your story, we're believing you. But now it seems like there's holes in the stories don't match. Why are you doing this? This is not right. That's all I keep asking myself. Why would you do this? That's like a person falsely making out that they are domestically being beaten or whatever, and then they come and they lie about it. That means they're stopping another person from getting that help. It is not right. And that's all I'm going to say to you, because I don't know what you are thinking. You really do not look good. I mean, fair enough, your adopted mum is a white woman, which is neither here nor there, because some of them do look after children very well, and some of them don't. You should be looking healthy, glossy. You should also be in disguise. You cannot be talking on a platform where hundreds of millions of people will be seeing you. I.e., Instagram is followed by a lot of people. Anybody can Google Addie Carter and find your name. It's not hard. The only name we can't find, or those who know how to find your real name, will find you anyway, because you're leaving a footprint. I don't know, but yet still, right, you're not ashamed to block people who's asking you actual questions. So we should all feel sorry for you. Oh, Diddums. Oh, poor Ali. Oh, oh. They're so quick to block people who ask you actual questions. Then saying people are distracting. If anything, you're distracting people. The people are not distracting from what is going on, because anyhow you look at it, it will come out. Yes, she is hurting people. She looks hurt here. Oh, was you on the IG, Clear? You'll see. She looked hurt because she got found out. You got found out. So you're doing damage control right now. So those who will come, people will come at you left, right, and center. No matter where you go, you can't dodge forever. People will come at you and they'll be asking you questions and more questions and more questions. You have to answer at one point or the other. The actual places, even if it's in parts, you should have a kind of a sketchy memory of faces, sketchy memory of faces and places. So in an event, you can help others. It's not on. It's really not. And I do hope, like I said, other people come out and make more videos of you, because they make videos other people exposing. I'm not going to be doing the exposing because that's not my thing. Other people might come out and expose you. I'm not going to do it because I've got better things to do than to be worrying about a person who's lying, right? But I am going to put your name onto the video, because obviously you've seen either a video I've done or what Angela's done, and you're answering us. So with that said, right, I'm going to come off because she blocked me on the IG, so I can't even project what you're saying right now. But it's okay, because somebody else who is smart enough will catch that one and they will project it. Because I would want somebody to save my daughter. I would. Or maybe this is all about money. Even though you're saying, oh no, it's not about money, it's not about money. It must be about money. What else possibly could it be? There's no other. You're literally dry begging on IG. You are literally doing, okay, Nature Boy. Nature Boy dry begs on IG. You're doing the same thing. So, with that said, I'm going to come off. And I'm going to add your name to the video. And when people Google you and they find you and they see that you're chatting rubbish, they are going to do the same thing. And there's going to be hundreds of videos out there of you. Then there'll be nowhere for you to run. Because America's quite a big place. Everybody was on YouTube. You can't get away from nothing. Okay? You're right, Red Squid. So right about now, you need to stop your lying. 1, 2, whatever's going on with you, whether she's your adopted mother or she's your whatever, but it does look kind of iffy, the relationship between you. Okay? Because I don't be on my daughter like that. That's not a natural thing. Whether she is your mother or not, whether she's adopted or not adopted, whether she's blood or not blood, basically. So stop the shenanigans, stop your foolishness. Is either you go get help, whatever was bugging you, or come off all the platforms, because you need to come off the platforms. Stop talking, and then people will stop bugging you and stop asking you questions, because you are really, really, really. It's beyond now. It's beyond. At first, I was like, yeah, I was really believing it. I was putting up your videos up here. I was telling people, go check out your IG, check out your videos, talk about you. And now I have to private or delete all my videos of you except for the ones with Angela Stanton, because she was right to ask them questions. So I don't know, girlie. You need to work it out. I, on the other hand, I've done with you. I wash my hands. You're very rude, very insipid. I have no time for no person like that. And I hope, I want people to expose you now. I really do now, because I'm not going to do it. I have no time for that shit. And that's not a thing I do. So, you know, who am I talking about? Ali, you can look her up. Her name's Ali Carter. If you Google Ali Carter on Google, she's supposed to be a human trafficking survivor. But now it's come out like she's telling stories right now. So she just was on IG telling a whole cock and bull story, doing damage control. It's quite terrible damage control. Her mum was just behind her telling her what to say. You ask her questions straight out. Her followers block you. People calling her by the whatever the name is, Michaela Lemmy. So Angela Stanton has already exposed her, you can say. I'm not looking for exposing somebody. I just went on to her live because I just want to hear what she had to say, but I was too, what's the word? I just wanted some answers to some questions. I'm asking her questions. Me and others asking her questions, and they blocked, and they mollycoddling her. Yeah. So you can go Google her and you can see who she is, and you can see the last live that she just put up right now. So with that said, I'm gonna come off. I said what I had to say. I ain't got no more to say to this chick. She's just a waste of time. And yeah, people stop giving her your money. That's another thing. Stop giving them your money. Stop giving them their money. She has a problem. She might be a drug problem. I don't know. It looks like a drug problem. I don't know. But I'm not gonna say allegedly or whatever, because apparently that don't stand. So yeah, basically. So I finished. I ain't got nothing more to say on this chick. I'm leaving the video out for a while. I'm gonna attach her name actually. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I am not doing it. I'm not doing it. Other people's gonna expose her in it. So, I ain't got time. Yeah, I ain't got time. So, with that said, peoples, till next live when I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, right? We'll be doing that. We won't be focusing on this chick because she's a waste of time. Okay, so yeah, okay. So with that said, I'm gonna jump off and I'm gonna add her name to the. You know how it goes, isn't it? Yes. So thank you for coming through. Oh, should I do a panel on her? Do you think I should do a panel on her so she can hear everybody's voices? Because instead she's thinking it's just me talking about her. Okay, let me do this. Keep going to the wrong one. Oops. I always do this now. There we go. Oh, hashtag her name. I'm gonna hash. Okay, I'll do that. Where's the live now? Got so many tabs open. Let me close some. I'm gonna do that because it's quite disgusting, to be honest. I'm gonna. Oh yeah, this is the video that she did before. So let's look at her performing.
Simi Valley or Laguna Beach area, probably. He is worshipped. He is like a god to the world he lives in. I don't remember who all was there. It was a party that we had to go to. I had to get my blood taken at the party a few times before he came, and he was somebody who everybody stood up and clapped for. He's worshipped. It was an orgy. It was more than 2 girls. But I was really drugged. I was.
You see, I ain't lie, right? You just heard her mother in the background, her adopted mother, telling her what to say. Okay? I'm not lying. Exactly what I just said, exactly what just happened just on the video. But anyways, people can pull up if they wanna. Hi Optimus. I'm surprised I'm still up this time of the morning. People can pull up if they want to. The case of Ali Carter. Fill the room, come see, because everybody needs to know about this chick right now. To spread the word. Do not get taken in by this girl, nor her mother, nor her grandmother. I despise people like this. I hate people who take things. There are real people, children dying on a regular basis. Every day you hear about a child dying. Every day. Every day. Okay? And you're taking this for joke. Please pull up on the panel if you want to pull up. You can have your say on this. Every voice should be heard on this one. The ones who know in the know. It's the lady that even her mother, she asked me. Yes. Well, she spoke about that on her IG. So if the IG is still up, if the live is still up on the IG, if you have IG, you can go see it. She tells her when she forgets to say something, she's in the back telling her what to say. She's literally in the back of her head telling her what to say. really, in most cases, from what I've seen, I mean, I know TV doesn't always, sometimes TV mimics real life. A child will be in a room with a therapist and they will tell the therapist or whoever what has happened to them. She doing this on IG is not even good anyway, because this is the evidence would not stand, basically, right? Because even with the Maxwell thing, they went on to a whole TV program and told their story. Nexum, same thing. So the sounds like a money grab thing to me right now. And I don't think like that of people. I'm very sympathetic. I have a lot of sympathy and empathy for people, but nah, nah. I'll hashtag it squid. So people need to come in. Please sound your voices, Saida. I know you's the queen of voices. Come on now. Clear, even, because this is ridiculous. It shouldn't be allowed. She looks hurt in this one, but this is her old one. But in the live, she looks lost for words. So because she's blocked me, I can't show you what she said because she's blocked me literally. And I was the biggest. I was the applicator. What the word? The applicator, whatever the word is. I'm not posh for this girl because I thought she was younger than who she. Oh, oh, what's going on? Oh, hold on. Oh, shall I take the child out the middle? Hold up. Hi, y'all. Hi. Is it
Can you hear
low?
me now?
Oh yeah, now I can hear you. Yes.
Oh my God, I had it on mute. That was crazy.
I bet you were saying a lot.
Yeah, I was talking. See, I'm not familiar with the situation outside of what you've been reporting on it, but I
Hmm.
wish I was familiar with it from the beginning because this looks like this has been going on for a while now. But what I
Yep.
saw from what you were showing, it seemed like that lady, the white lady,
Mm.
she's masculine. She had like a lot of strong masculine energy going on, and she act
Mhm.
like she's more like the girl's lover.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Has
Yeah.
anybody said anything else about the con? Like any like programs or Angela? Has she said anything else?
Angela's cut it off by the head. Angela's left it where she left it at in that last video that she's made. She's not. She don't want to be associated with them at all. At all.
What does this girl want now? Why is she still even saying anything?
I don't even know. That's all I know is that live what I saw just now. She she looks very mashed up. Right. I mean, mash up. Is mash up a good word? I don't even know. Her hair was very dry. She had loads of bumps on her face, discoloration in the face. She's talking about dogs about to get killed, even though her life is in threatened and stuff like that. And oh, I'm thinking to myself. So the people who was in her lives was, they got the question part to the live in it. They started asking her questions, like different questions, and the ones who's on her Telegram on a regular, they was telling people to, I think they told her to turn off the comments, or her mum, the so-called mother, told her to turn off the comments. And then after that, she seemed to focus on my questions because I'm just kind of the same in the blinking IG in it. So, um, So then they said, "Oh yeah, right, I'm a distraction or some shit." After I'm asking her real questions, Miss Wise was also asking her questions, but she didn't. Other people was asking her questions, and they called her by the real name, and she's looked at it, and it's like she was lost for words and babbling a little bit and not making no sense. And I'm just like,
What
"What?"
what did you ask her, Yemi? What did you ask her?
I said, "Why didn't you take the help that was provided? What are the actual places? No, tell us the actual places, or tell the actual places where you was." And then so she answered the question. She said, "Oh yeah, I can't even remember how she put it now, but it's just all very all over the place. It's not even clear. It's not even clear cut. You know, it's not
Her
clear
hair
cut.
does look dry. Like, why don't she have any oils or nothing? Like,
Or even put a wig on. Even Kane rode the shit. Put a wig over it. And I don't wear wig, right? And I don't wear wigs, right? So braid the braid it. Do something with it. Come on. Like you must be getting money from somewhere. As River said, it's expensive moving from, well, I'll say area to area or parish to parish, isn't it? So obviously you have to pump gas into the car, right? That's gonna cost a whole heap of money. So
and lodging cost.
yes, yes. So if you're sleeping in the car, oh yeah, dry weave squid. Do you see it? You see it, squid, right? And also, what was the next one? Now I lost my train of thought. Right, and also, um, you're sleeping in a van. If you're sleeping, no motels, hotel to motels, isn't it? Hotel to motels. I know those ain't cheap because I just started watching Live and Jazzy just today, and Liv was in a hotel which wasn't really expensive. That where Liv was sitting was a cheap hotel. So there must be in cheap hotels or motels, whatever, all over America. So
Are they staying
really,
in hotels or hostels? Because sometimes I think the rate for hostels is different. Like, say, when you're traveling and stuff, they
mm,
tend to go cheaper than, like,
mm,
say, a hotel or a motel.
mm. Oh yeah, yeah,
But I think
yeah.
when you go to a hostel, um, they only allow you to go for so many days in the year, because
Mm,
that's for people who, like, that are traveling. You know what I mean? They don't expect them to be there for long periods of time.
mm, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Yeah, but also red squid, right? You know, with black skin, it gets discoloration when it's not looked after properly. There's a discoloration. Hi, Craig. There's a
Hi, Craig.
discoloration in the skin. So if your skin is not moistured, like like I had this habit of washing my face and just going out, and sometimes there be dry stuff around your face, obviously, right? But she's got the discoloration. There's lotions for that. You must can afford Shea Moisture or, well, I wouldn't even know. What's the next one? Yeah, something, shea butter, something,
Yeah, shea butter or cocoa butter or
something. And
something.
and obviously, right, if she is an adopted mother, most adopted parents of another race, they
Uh-oh.
go and they research how to deal with some black children's hair, skin, whatever. You don't be looking like that in some cases. I'm not saying all cases, but some cases. And then she's saying that how right it's a race too. So I'm like, come on, like it's not a race thing. It's across the board. Human trafficking is across the board. It's not just like one particular child or whatever. And she's just recycling stories. You can hear the recycling of stories. She ain't saying nothing new that we ain't heard like a million times before.
So you think she's getting stories like out of the newspaper or
Mm,
something?
YouTubing, TrueTube, them sites, the the ones that people are not really looking at.
Yeah.
Rumble,
Oh.
um, um, maybe the Maxwell thing as well. Maxwell.
Now I was thinking about the whole thing about like, her hair and her body, like the hygiene of it all, right?
Hmm.
She's not I don't think she views herself as a black girl, or she wasn't made our parents, like our mothers, right? Your mother,
Hmm.
my mother,
Hmm.
they oiled us down when we were young,
Yes.
you'd be
Yes.
oil you down, be like, oh, there you go, you shiny as a penny, something like that,
Yes.
say something like that. We were
Yeah.
lathered down in the oils, right? And get our
Yeah.
hair combed and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that happened with her.
Yeah, she obviously sees. Remember, there's a girl who saw. There's a black girl that came on Maury one time. He saw herself as a white girl, and she said
Oh
she
my God, she was
she reminds me
crazy.
of her.
Wait a minute, was it Maury? I thought it was Dr. Phil.
Was it Maury or yeah, probably Dr. Phil. Yeah, Dr. Phil. That's the one. And I know it's one of them. She reminds me of her. That's who she puts me in mind of in a cat in that way. She's just sitting there, phone like like when like you take a selfie and the way she's talking at the phone or whatever device she's on, right? And the mum's probably sitting right close to her or whoever she is, and she's just talking at the back of her, and it's like just talk for yourself. Just say, hang on, like this is my story. Like you wasn't there. Her, her mum's trying to tell her about the plight she was in. Don't I don't know, man. It's just crazy. Oops.
You hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's the
It's okay.
restream. When I'm on restream, it's such an issue, but when I use StreamYard, it's not like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll be using that for my open panels because I know a lot of people's got StreamYard. That's why I was testing it this morning.
Yeah, I don't know. Me and the restream don't do too well. But I'm gonna get down because I know it's gonna act funny. But I want to say that wasn't Maury. It was Dr. Phil that
Okay.
girl was on.
Okay.
Some real
Okay.
backward stuff going on.
Very backward. Very backward. I don't know what the heck is going on because when people like her come and mess up stuff for others, it's very disheartening for the ones in organization that's going to deal with people like her. I know it's disheartening for them.
I wonder if she's messed up the situation for people. Like, I wonder. I don't know how bad this is. You know what the repercussions are, like, you know,
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
Angela probably won't want to do nothing for anybody. Well, I don't know. She seems to have a giving heart.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems like it. That's what I got from her as well. That's the feeling I got from her because a lady said that something happened to a niece or nephew, and she said to her, okay, let me meet you or talk to you or something like that. So I know that she will still give to others. It's just that when she, I think what Angela saw was a real cause that she can put her teeth into, and she just slapped her in the face basically.
I'm surprised they not nobody's leveling any, like, charges against them. Like, why are they still running amok?
I don't know, but they seem to be running from something.
Something's not right. Something is
Yeah,
not right.
yeah. I wish I had Tripsies to come and investigate her ass because I know Tripsies will find her.
Tree Tree would be on that, but
Hmm.
you should talk to her about it. Maybe she can, like,
Yeah, but I'm not really gonna be the one exposing. You see what I mean? I ain't got time to be exposing and sitting and doing all them videos like that. I can't be doing videos ongoing like that because things like that bore me. I'm a Saggy. I get bored very easily. So, um, um, yeah, I'll just leave it for the right people. Hopefully, there'll be people digging as we speak. because I think Angela said she was gonna try and dig up something. I'm sure of it. I'm sure she said it. She said it at her last live. So hopefully that is going to happen, because I think this is a time of, well, last year was a time of revelations. This seems like another time of a revealing of idiots right now. So make
If
sure you
enough,
got.
I, I'm thinking like if enough people come forward saying that they gave money to them under one pretense, and then they
Mm,
can't show any kind of like they can't show that they used that money in that way, they probably could maybe sue them, but I don't know if they can go. Well, you can go to jail for conning people. I wonder if they can they go to jail for this because
I don't know. I don't know the law on this thing. That's the thing. That's one thing I'm not versed on. It's just a sure user in America knows how this goes, because this is over here. Something probably would have been done, I suppose, maybe, because they look into everything over here to some extent.
yeah, because this is like a long con. Like, and I think that they done this type of stuff before, but on a different level because they
Mm.
seem comfortable in doing it. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
People just don't take things to this magnitude if they haven't done that type of stuff before. Like it's a certain comfortableness that comes with it.
Mhm.
So it makes me think that they have pulled cons like this before. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, I bet you if people really start digging, you could probably find a trail of BS and people that they've conned money out of or hustles and games that they put forward. This is just the one that's bigger than life and it's
Mm.
gone on a grander scale. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I tried to find and see. I tried to search any more other YouTubers who've spoken about it, but what seems to come up is other human trafficking stories. You won't. I haven't seen anything else. Anybody else talking about it.
This is
It's very
crazy.
disheartening, and I'm so hot because you know me. I'm normally sleeping all this time. I normally look at you lot videos like the next morning, or if I get up and I see you lot. So this has really got me. I'm just, let me see if Miss White, because I think Miss White said she was gonna.
Oh, Miss Wise is in the house. Miss Wise to you.
Nah, nah, she's at work.
Oh, she's at work. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's at work. So it's very disheartening. I mean, she's blocked me, so I can't even get in the thing what she was talking.
She blocked you because you were asking the right questions.
Yeah, and I'm normally not like that. Like I said, I am normally a very quiet person. I'm normally very quiet, but I was just like, bro, don't even come with your lies right now, yeah? Because, like, everybody see you. We all can see you. Like, it's just ridiculous. It's just those little ones. There's Molly colored. Can't even say the bloody word. I'm too vexed to
Well,
talk.
I think the reason why it's bothering you is because you got a good heart and you can really feel things on a different level, and
Mm,
so it's not settling well with you.
yeah, yeah. She's blocked me. Can't see her. She's blocked me on
Yeah.
IG.
Oh my
So
goodness.
yeah. So basically, and I ain't gonna make no more videos because as you can see, I'm busy in my Zane zone. I'm trying to be in my Zane zone. People just keep interrupting me. Took a man from prison, put him up. I saw him. I was like, oh my god! But then
You're
I
trying
think
to
there's.
woosah, woosah. Lord. Oh, I seen your breathing video the other day. That was good. I was
Yeah,
I was doing the breathing exercises along with you.
yeah. I might do a series of them. I think I'm gonna bloody need them after all this one, because it's just like, come on, like, right, humanity is not dead, that's for sure. As much as they're trying to stick them bloody AIs everywhere, but it's not dead. But it's just like, come on, woman, we are not blind. We can see you. You are very transparent. Now you are seen as a bigger person. Angela Stanton, of all people, I don't even know who the heck she is. I mean, I can only align her with young Pharaoh, but of all people seen you. Now, now she have links. I know she has links. She has big links. So you turn down that, man. You're a fool. You're a big fool to turn that down.
I know, because they could have got her situated with a house and everything and just got her really like on a real good footing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
That's
But
why I know it's a con. It's not,
yes, yes. And it's not just you called her out. Remember, Real Talk called her out that day too, and I think River called her out that day too. Before I even, I think, is it the beginning or the middle? I don't even know of the video in the chat. You lot was call people was calling her. I think you called her out the day after, and they called her out the day before. I
because
was
you
like,
could
wow,
see it. You could see it just as plain as day. And I thought the woman, it was her lover, to be honest,
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
because
not a
that's how
mother.
she acts.
Yeah, it's not a mother and daughter connection.
Mm-mm.
Even though
That,
that
that
woman, oh sorry,
that's a lover connection, and they're on a long
yes,
con.
yes. Even though, which is what I was going to say, even though a woman can have a connection to a child that is not hers. So, um, right there, I think that blown the cover. Maybe she might be doing other things to get money. Who knows? And I'm not, and I'm not saying she is, but it's possible. So, you know, um, and
Mm-mm.
yeah, yeah. I think I have to go back to my Zane thing after this because flipping.
DJ Timmy Turner, you got more money than me. Cash out me. Give me a cash out. Alms for the poor. Alms for the poor. I might go out there in a minute with a bell and start ringing it. They're gonna say it ain't Christmas. I'm like, yes, it is. Every day is Christmas. Alms, alms for the poor. I don't know how these people be getting over though. It's ridiculous. I mean, they be having real big money schemes, big
Real
money
big,
schemes.
real big, real big. So that's what I'm saying to people. If you see this girl, let me show her face. Hopefully, you won't play. Oh gosh, she's gonna play. We don't want her to play. We don't want to hear her voice. Okay. If you see this face, run. Don't give it anything.
Don't get you call it. You said don't give it anything. Oh my god.
Sorry, I think the West Indians coming at me right now.
Oh
Yeah,
my god, that was funny.
yeah. Don't do it, people. Don't do it. Okay. All right.
She do look like Thing from the Adam family. Is it Thing with the one with all the hair?
Oh wow.
Holy.
Oh man. I know. Yeah. Well. I try not to cuss the sisters. I try to be nice. I try to be nice. Sisterhood and all that. But boy, no. Don't give this one. She's not a child. She's a grown ass woman. She said she was 28, 28, 28, something like that. She is not a child. She's not 18. She's not 16. She's a grown ass woman.
Mm-mm-mm.
Don't listen to her story unless she has receipts, proof with her real name to back it up.
But she does have a young face. If she would have never told her age, she could have passed for a little younger.
Mm,
I think she could have passed, like, and if she did the whole little ponytail thing, and
yeah.
she could have passed for, she could have did a teenage situation.
Oh my gosh! You know what? This came to mind. Remember that young girl where the mum was saying she was sick and she was this young, and then the daughter ended up killing the mother. What the flip is it name? Something Rose. Something Rose. Where
Oh
the
no,
where,
that's interesting.
where the mum kept her young and she said she had cancer. And
Oh,
then because the mum wasn't giving her freedom and she had to pretend sick, the daughter ended up hooking up with a young man, and then she ended up killing her mother.
oh
I
my
f-
God.
what's the name? Something Rose. Flip me, I forgot the name.
No, I don't know. I'm listening though. That sounds like crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's pleading for my. I plead, diva, plead.
But you know what
Fine.
I noticed? That's a lot of that going on. People killing their parents. Like it's going crazy. Like everybody's like trying to, off the parents. Like what is going on?
I don't know. I think there's something in the air. I guess something in
If
the air.
something's not right, it's a wicked spirit.
Yeah, very much so. Very much. But yeah, there was a story floating around about a Gambian boy who to kill his mother. I forgot what the reason was behind it. I try not to tell stories like that on here, but there was a story behind it. But this also can end up the same way too, because she might have some mental disposition going on with her.
You think she's going to end up whacking the white lady?
Who knows? Anything's possible nowadays.
Oh,
Who knows? Who knows? Gosh, I mean, I'm not just saying like metaphorically kind of thinking. Cool, get
I
me with
think
my.
if she does it, it's because of some money. It'll be behind money.
Yeah, yeah, and I think the mom pushes her to do it because that's what Miss Wise picked up as well.
But that's not her mama.
Well, her adopted, whatever. God, Jesus. I mean, I stand godmother.
I wonder how long that woman's been in her life. Like, I mean, the real facts, the truth. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. There's no paperwork of her adoption or nothing. They haven't shown no paperwork of her adoption. There is paperwork on the IG, but like Angela Stanton says, there's no actual her actual name. So it's very much sus situation. And she's watching my video. She watched my video I put up of her. I'm sure she had because the things she mentioned, I'm thinking, oh, she must have come across
She
one of
might be
mine.
mentally ill. Like, this is what I'm thinking. She probably was mentally ill and she was displaced, right? Like, somehow
Mm,
she's disconnected from her people.
reality and reality.
Yeah, and reality. And then she came across this woman, the white woman, but the white woman seeing her as an opportunity to pull some schemes because the white woman is a grifter, right?
Yep,
And
yep,
grifters, that's what they do. Everything's a scheme constantly, and they're always
yep,
on the grift. So
yep.
she's been using her, right? And giving her little things, right? Just whatever little things, whatever thing. So and more than likely it's probably drugs. You know what I mean? So
Yes,
drugs.
yes, yes. Didn't you see the video that I put up before I did the chat where it looked like a meth job, and then Angela said, "Yeah, look how she's scratching her nose. Look how what she was doing before." But I didn't look at it like nothing at first until when Angela bring it to you know up to my eyesight, and I was like, "Bro." And then I went and I found a video of her scratching her nose, and she said, "Oh no, my nose is just dry at the end or some shit." I'm like, bro,
Yeah, I
please
saw
stop.
that video. I saw that one too.
Like,
Hmm.
please stop, honey, please stop. Just stop while the going's good, before you get deeper into more shit, and then people really will come after you.
Oh my God. Yeah, I think that's what it is. That woman happened across her, stumbled upon her, and was like, "Oh, here's a sandwich, and here's some coke, or here's a hot pocket and some weed." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Sandwich, coke, hot pocket, weed,
Mm-hmm.
and then the money. I don't know what the lady's doing with the white lady. I don't know what she's doing with the money, but something's going on with that money.
Hi, Philly. Yeah, exactly. There's something up, man. There's something up. It's not kosher. I just, I'm so not too good show. I don't want to show the YouTube stuff what they put up, but um, I mean, I just don't want to do a session on her. Basically, I've done with her. I've washed my hands. Whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I mean, don't want like as LaShawn says, I don't put death on people or nobody. But at the end of the day, boy, you know, life has this thing where karma comes and licks you in your headpiece, and it ain't good.
Maybe you should get ran over by a Mac 10. Let me stop.
Like,
Hey, Big Dog Philly OG.
and
And
ghetto
who's that
child.
Ghetto Child Clinic? What's going on with y'all?
Yeah,
Peace,
man.
love, and
I know with
soul
it.
train. Dun, 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 dun. Soul
What's the
train,
matter, y'all?
soul train.
Okay, what's when you can't move?
Ooh, shoot. Yeah, that lady need to get ran over by a Mac 10.
Oh wow. Yeah, the Mac 10. Boy.
Mm.
She's just ridiculous.
Yeah, she'll, you know what, and she might end up being roadkill. She might end up becoming roadkill, ain't no telling. Because when you do dirt like that, it always seems to make its way back around. It really
Mm.
does. Like you said,
Yeah.
karma.
Yep. 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 And I'm
And
putting
she's
none
gonna
of it.
get it doubly because if she's taking advantage of, see, God takes care of babies and fools, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this
Mm-hmm.
girl will be in the category of fool, right? Meaning not meaning like people who are like kind of simple in the mind or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
What's the politically correct way to say it?
There is no political word to
Yeah, because
say.
I don't want the people coming after me. Because I mean, damn, I don't say shit right. Somebody gonna come
Do
after
not
my
say
ass
the
real
R word.
soon.
I know where you're going with that one.
You know what I mean? But
I know it.
she gonna get it for that, right? And for the scheming, which with scheming is always lies and
Mm,
people being hurt or taken advantage of. So
mm.
like that's a big bill. And you're not repentive. You know, you don't think every day like, oh Lord, or you don't try to change your ways. Like, yeah, she gonna get the big kibosh. Like she's gonna get the big bang bang on her.
Yeah, I think reality of being a woman of color will come to her soon, and like because that's one thing you can't run from, innit? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, people will try, but it
Well,
is
I'm
what it
talking
is,
about the
innit?
white lady. That's gonna be what's gonna happen to
Oh well,
her
even her.
because she's taking advantage of the black girl. She's the simpleton. The black girl's the not the one that's she's a fool. You see what I'm saying? Babies and
Yeah.
fools.
Yep.
And so the white woman, the godmother or whatever she's supposed to be, she's gonna get the big bang bang on her. Now,
Mm,
the girl, the sister that don't put oil in her hair or her body, she might be salvaged a little bit. Like she can scale through because she don't seemingly don't know any better. But if
mm,
she is full witted, right, full
mm,
faculty, and
mm,
she's full hearted in the situation, then they both gonna get the same strikes. That's usually how it goes. But
mm,
God does look after, as they say, Father looks after babies and fools.
mm.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
So we'll
100%.
see how it pans out. Like, because this can't go on forever. Because I mean, they didn't have a run. It's about to be
Yeah.
done.
Yes. 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 I mean, like we do not want a rerun of Nature Boy right now. Okay.
Oh my God,
That's all I'm
that's
saying. We don't want
that's
no promotion.
horrible.
No promotion here.
Mm-mm. And she looked like the type that would get caught up with one of those fools.
Oh yeah, of course. She's very
Hmm.
airheaded, bimbo. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. It's like everybody's losing their mind. I did a live today, and in my live, not too many people came over because other people were popping that was more interesting. But I kind of spoke on what you had spoke on, which is the pastor that spit in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was another guy. He went into the store to beat up on his girlfriend's co-worker, thinking they had a love liaison going on.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was another one where the girl's pregnant and she called the police, and the man said that you're just the baby's daddy said to her, you're just mad because I can, suck the D
Mm-mm.
better than you. And I'm like, what is
Mm-mm.
going on?
People crazy right there, man.
But
Lie
it's
down.
all black people. I'm like,
Yeah, we're
I'm
all
like,
going through some mental health breakdown. That's why I started doing the breath thing myself because even I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm getting anxiety. I thought, nah, man. I thought, you know what, right? I'm right. I mean, I'm literally practicing what I'm actually doing because I'm doing it on the screen. So it's not like I'm not doing it. So I'm thinking, nah. I mean, there is something in the air because there is something in the air. Man. There
yeah,
is.
something is not right. Because I've been noticing it too. I've been feeling things, and so I have to like get air or take deep breaths. But today, when I went to the gym,
Mm,
I don't normally get on the massaging bed. Like they have these big massaging beds and chairs, right? But I got on the bed and I let that thing go up and go down. And when it got to my head area, I felt so much pressure. Like it felt like pressure was being released. I was like,
mm,
dang,
mm,
it felt so good. And I was like, man, I'm tense, and I
mm.
don't know why.
Mm.
And it's playing a toll on my mind
That's
and my body.
stress because it's
Exactly.
stress.
It's
Because
stress.
stress builds up in men. In men, they get nuts. Women gets a whole nother like the muscles. The muscles turn solid, but it crystallizes. So she must have to break down a whole heap and break down the crystallized structure of the muscles. That's what she had to do.
Well, at first I was thinking I don't know why, but now when I'm thinking about it, I think I do know what it is. Some of the stuff that I watch on YouTube is not edifying. Do you see
Then
you see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. Well, what I'm saying to you, even when you're watching certain things, because even I started watching Jazzy and Liv, which I found out later in the day now. So, um, what I had to do, I had to go and get some incense and burn some essences as I do now. Well, I did stop burning my essences a while because I get, yes, you want water again. You know how late it is. It's morning time. You can't have it. See, my voice must be booming. I woke up the child. So
It's like welcome the child. I love your accent. Your accent just is so awesome to me.
well, unlike some people, I have class in my British talk.
Oh, girl. I kind of
Mention no
touched I
names.
kind of touched on that scenario today. Like check out my live
Yeah, I'm going to.
when you get a chance. But anyways, go ahead.
I'm going to. Because, well, that's just the whole, well, I don't want to bring that energy over here because
Yeah,
that
like
was
this
kind
you
of
got
crazy
this
lazy.
is the healing space. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
effery goes down on my page. This is love and light. I'm gonna have to sage my phone though. I'm true.
Yeah, in it, sage. Oops. Oh, jeez. Sorry, started, giving it right. I'm letting her watch her little. Yeah, yeah, watch this. Otherwise, she's gonna, hopefully, she'll go back to sleep. Sage the phone, sage the laptop, sage everybody.
Sage the you know what I used to do though? I used to get oil and pray over it, olive
Mm,
oil, whatever, and mark over my doorways.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And and then like incense or sage the house, but I would mark the doorways and pray like for whatever, which is like nothing to come
Mm,
in, nothing can come in
mm,
evil. You know what I mean?
mm,
I haven't done that in a long time, but I used to do that faithfully.
mm.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Those little things help because even me, that's why I had to put up that live with the ancestral thing because I know me. Um, I normally do things mentally. I think I have this mental thing where I do things mentally in my head, but then I I have to learn to literally say things out as well a little more because I used to do it as well. Like you, I used to have a whole routine, everything set up. Um, but Baba come and change the whole heap of things. So I'm still trying to switch everything up and all that stuff, and trying to capture
Well,
myself.
one thing I notice I do incessantly, which I haven't changed, is that I have to have order, like order in my home, and
Mm,
cleanliness. Like it can get cluttered because I I can't think well or whatever.
mm,
Like it's just I can't do that. I cannot
mm,
do it.
mm.
It has to be and some people will probably call it OCD, but that's not it. It's not because I don't have like where I gotta scrub and that,
No, it's
but
good when you lot got OCD. I like OCD people.
I just needed to
OCD.
be I needed to be clean because I feel like I can think better, right? And
Yeah.
I relate it to the Most High as well. It's that I'm clean and my home is clean, and you never know when you might be entertaining an angel. You
Mm,
know what I mean? You don't know, right?
yeah.
And you want it to be welcoming, and you it's just all that lines up for me. So I can't deal with the clutter. Like I can't do it. I cannot do it.
No. Yeah, I get where you're coming from because I used to be the same. I used to have a every year I used to chuck out stuff, and I don't know what stopped me from doing it. I think, but I still kind of have. I still do little bits. I do little bits. The house is not cluttered like where you can't walk past nothing. You know them people where they got loads of stuff
Oh yeah,
all in the
those are
passageways.
hoarders.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Where like they get lost, literally lost till they died in the and all this stuff. Nah, I ain't that major, and I do chuck away stuff, but as
Yeah,
well, I'm not,
like spring cleaning, like well, what they call
yeah,
spring cleaning and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I used to do every year, but because like I have to switch around things in here, because they're all older, they're not like little small like how this one is. When they were small, it was easier. As they're older, you got their stuff, your stuff, everybody's stuff. So like, and I can't throw away their stuff without permission and all that. And sometimes they're like, no, mum, it's okay, mum, I'm gonna do it. So, okay. Well, like I
Yeah,
say,
I'll chuck something in a minute if it associates to a bad memory.
mm,
Mm-mm.
mm.
Mm-mm. You know what I mean? Nope.
Oh yeah.
If
Yeah.
it somehow connects to a bad memory or something bad, or what I perceive as that wasn't just like an injustice or whatever I perceive as like that wasn't nice,
Mm.
I will get rid of it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've done that with most things, but I'm like a burning person. I like to incinerate things. I get kick out of that. I love incinerating. That's my thing.
So you'll burn. You remind me of the movie Waiting to Exhale. Remember when she put all his clothes in the
Yeah.
car and burned the whole car down?
Yes.
Ooh wee.
Yes. That's me. I'm like that. I
Mm-hmm.
incinerate. Even when I'm in the flipping house, I I do this thing where I stick it in the sink and I set fire to it, and then I will sit there and no, I don't sit there. I pull, you turn on the tap, so don't get. Well, I only put little bits. I don't do like huge bits because, like, I don't want to burn down the house. But um, yeah, I mean, remember the time when they were doing the marches and all that? I felt all that energy. I nearly burnt down the flipping backyard thing because I was like in a moment, I was burning. And my shoes, oh my god, man, oh my god. See them running with buckets out and out this water. The neighbors must have thought I was crazy. And I was like, bruh. But yeah, yeah, I love burning stuff because I just think he gets rid of a lot of BS. And I used to do that a lot where like I'll write people's names and I'll be burning their name. I used to do all that stuff. I was
It's like
wicked at one point.
clearing them out of your
Yeah,
thought process and stuff like
yes,
that.
yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And plus, because when you're do like because I had loads of altars. I had like 3 altars in my house at one point. I don't have them as much. I don't have them now, but I used to have 3 altars. The area was always clean. I was very thorough with my altars, even the Egyptian ones at one point. So um, that's why I'm able to give such a. I think because I've, when you've seen and experienced a few things, and you've done a few things. So I used to write names and burn them, and I know it does work to an extent, but then like you have to go external sometimes or outer. The beach was my friend. I used to go to the beach and carry my little offerings and do what I got to do. That was my thing.
And see, that's what, see, the burning, so people don't get it wrong. That is part of what you would call, it's several ways you can sever ties, right? So if you're
Hmm.
trying to sever a tie with somebody, what Yemi expressed is one way to do it. Another way is visual, right? You can
Hmm.
visually
Cut the
see
cord.
yourself disconnecting from a thing.
Hmm.
But what we're talking about is like when you know somebody or something is not good for you or in your life, how to sever from it completely
Hmm.
so that you're
Hmm.
not going back to it or dealing with it anymore. It's not taking up space in your mind. Just,
Hmm.
give
Hmm.
y'all, an idea of what we're talking about. Is
Yeah.
and there's different kind of things that you sever because there's soul ties, right, too,
Yeah, the
which
soul tie is
sometimes people want to sever soul ties with people.
traumatized, traumatized.
Hmm.
You can write a letter to your inner child, and you can, like, if it's a traumatic one, you can
Hmm.
just burn it as well. And you just or there's another one which I might do. I don't know. Where you hug yourself, you become that inner child. You hug yourself. Some people literally break down crying while doing it.
I was just gonna ask you, have you done any because I don't think you did any lives or any things on like soul ties or severing ties or anything like that I could see.
No, I haven't really done that yet because I think what I need to do is just do a poll and find out what people want me. Well, I mean, want me to talk about, but then I can say that, and then my jumbie will tell me different. So, or my doppy might tell me different. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then so I don't want to go against it. So sometimes it's just about like if it comes natural, because like with the Queen of Fua, what I tried to do numbers of times, it just doesn't come out properly and it doesn't flow. And if it doesn't flow, it don't feel good to me, then it's like I'm being fake, and I don't want to be fake. I want to be myself.
Yeah, be authentic. So you have to go with your own flow, which I would say is the best way to go. So if it doesn't come to you,
Hmm.
then don't do it. You
Yeah.
know, don't do it. Like, and so far, like the things that you have been doing is quite interesting. Like, um,
Hmm.
I was telling Abentai that you guys should connect too on
Yeah.
spirituality because she has a lot of insight in that. I think you guys could do like an awesome live together. But you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever
mm,
she's ready, she could turn up because I'm trying to get Sister Amma over here, and Sister Amma is around, but I'm trying to get her and Chief Wooly here because Wooly here does tarot reading. So
oh, okay.
the bad thing about this real stream that I got, it doesn't take a lot of people on it. So the best thing to do is if I go on to the what's it called, it, the other stream, I can have a few people on there because I am not, like I said, I am not upgrading it. I can have
Oh,
a few people.
Yemi, are you familiar with Tropicana King Brujo?
Yes, he's lovely.
Man,
I have nothing bad to say against.
I was watching him when he was talking about how the HOK did him. I was like, wow.
Yeah, and he gave them something really nice. I don't
Hmm.
want it.
I mean, and he went in on I call her the Napster now. I'll call her
Hmm.
Napster Hill after
Yes.
Easter Hill and the projects in Easter
Hmm.
Hill in Richmond.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
anyways, yeah, I mean, damn. Oh,
He's deep,
excuse.
you know.
Huh?
He Chapakana is deep. Shall I tell you why I think he is really deep? I think there's two videos on there that got me. There's the one with the wedding,
Mm.
and there's the one with where he's at the gate, near the graveyard. I mean, I love graveyards too. Yeah, just like the rest of everybody else. But he stood at the gate. He showed the gate. The gate was not open. He started singing to that gate. The gate swung open. And he goes, "Oh, thank you." And then he called their names. "Oh, thank you." Then he sang the gate closed. But and I was thinking to myself, what? I thought, this, you see this one here, he's a serious dude. Like, I think that one ain't to be messed with. There's him and there's another guy as well. I think I've seen who's a bit like that as well. Then
He
there's
said he's one. Is he a chief priest yet? Because he says like he's one of the youngest priests or in the religion.
Yeah, he's the young. I think with the Haitian religion, because he's a Baruco. Well, they call it a Bruja, but he works with the Haitian side of things.
So
He's
he's doing, is it hoodoo or voodoo?
he's
Voodoo?
doing Voodoo.
Voodoo. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing the proper, well, I mean, not that look at me, he's not real, but he right, he's in the heart of them ones where zombies and all that craziness, like, I mean, not that it's craziness, but things like that happens in them places because they're very mystical people. That's why when the thing happened in Haiti, because every single time Haiti gets itself together, something happens, something really crazy happens to them. But it's not because of the stuff what they do. It's because the independence that they carrying. So what they're trying to do now, they're trying to mash up the place. They don't want them to build, and they don't want them to get the debt from France or whatever, whoever owes them money, because apparently France owes them money.
Yeah, the French.
Yeah. So so
Mm.
so Brujo is around them people there because I did put up a video with Brujas on here already, the women's side, but I didn't know there was a male side to it. I didn't know. So um so when I came to know him because of World and Soul Energy. So that's how I came to know about him. But he is a very powerful, probably, yeah, the youngest one I've seen who's like that. I haven't seen no other young one come out of the woodwork like him. And he seems quite genuine because he has recommendations, he has testimonials, he's very well on his shit.
Well, he's been around for a long time because I remember some years back seeing him. Like
Mm,
I'm talking about on YouTube.
mm,
I remember, because I remember seeing his face like maybe at least 3 years back.
mm. Yeah,
I
yeah.
would like to talk to him. That'd be interesting to get if I could get him on my platform. But I'm, small beans and stuff.
It doesn't matter the size of the platform. To me, it doesn't matter the size of the platform because because even when I play Prince Divine will probably never come to me on my platform, but because I know he's full of knowledge, he's very deep. And hold on a minute, and he's an elder. He's an elder in his craft, and and he's been around for ages as well. There's Auntie Sam. She's very good with her tarot, but now her chief woolly hair, good tarot readers. There's good tarot readers, but that's why I keep telling people you must always go with recommended. Sometimes you have to sit back and watch them. You can't just jump on them straight away because people can, like, I think as somebody said, they could put on a persona on here. It could be
But not
whoever
be
you
that
want
way in
to.
real life.
And might not be that way, which is what we're seeing with a numbers of people. No names mentioned. Well,
I don't
number
even
of people.
understand why they didn't let him. Like, why didn't he want? They didn't want him up there to bring his knowledge or the knowledge base. because those are old spiritualities, like those are old
Very,
religions.
very, very.
And so I don't understand why they didn't want him to be able to debate that, or to bring a thought process, a thought about it.
Mm,
Because a
mm.
lot of these things line up anyways, because half the time you're talking about the Book of the Dead and what have you. Well, where do you
Yeah,
think these things
they're
came from?
ancient. They're ancient, ancient, ancient. Because, like I said, right, it's the same. It's the same with the Nigerian side of things, right? Of the Ifa, right? Nigerians will never admit that they go to a priest or priestess in Nigeria, but when it comes to festival, everybody goes to the festivals, and the only right, and not only that, right, Ifa is having a fight itself right now because people are trying to demonize the thing, calling it a demon, a demon. Not that it's, I mustn't call it a religion because it's not. It's a practice, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to demonize it. They're trying to make it look like, oh yeah, right, they're calling it down demons. But these same people, deities, whoever, as much as they have a good and a bad side, because they were on the human world at one point. They just got martyred. It's only because of the transatlantic slavery per se. They got moved across the waters, moved across to the Americas, moved across to the Caribbean. That's the only reason why. But people are not looking at the true essence of it. And it
The
is
the
quite,
Orishas, the Orishas.
yeah, and it is really hard to get into their set because because they can keep you like me, right? I was so eager to become a Enya or whatever, priest or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
a priestess. But it's like the barber was not into it. But there could be numbers of reasons why he wasn't into it. Maybe he saw I was too in tune because I have that problem. I could enter a room somewhere. Bigo is a problem I had a big time. I would reach a room and they will see a picture and it will go crazy. So I had to change my picture on Bigo. I had to Children of Water came to me. That's the name that I carry on Bigo. So as soon as I entered, there's one that called herself overseer or something like that, or seer, something seer, right? And she transformed in front of my eyes. She transformed and she blocked me straight away. So I know that there's something about, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Because because my eyes are very. I got soft eyes, and maybe an old face or old something. I don't know what it is anyway. Every time I go certain ways, or what used to happen when me, Remy, and Rasta Black used to be on Remy's on his channel, his computer will play up that was so
Hmm.
connected. It's like, strange things will happen, but it's weird. But I don't know what it is. I don't know. So I'm not putting it down to none. I ain't saying I'm nobody big or whatever, but that happens on a regular basis.
Sometimes people can be uncomfortable with a person because they know that that person can see them, like the truth of
Mm,
them,
yeah,
and they want to stay hidden. You know what I mean? They don't want you to reveal who they are, like the
yeah,
nature of them.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why you hear a lot of people say all the time, "Oh, it's just something about her. I don't like her."
Mm,
I'm like, nobody just doesn't like anybody out of nowhere for no reason.
mm,
What's you're unsettled for a reason,
mm,
and a lot of times is, I think it's because something about you is not right, and
mm,
then something about them is right, and then it's going to be revealed, right? And you don't
mm,
want it to be. You want everything to stay hidden. Because
mm.
you got all the wool pulled over everybody else's eyes.
Well,
You know.
that's another thing. That's another thing because all of us have that special thing inside of us. It just like because of this everyday thing what's happening. Plus, we got the extras that's going on in the world. We cannot find the time to tap in and be amongst people who's like us or similar to the so-called us.
Hmm.
So it's hard because those are the people who are black sheeps in their family, right? The family will say, "Oh yeah, they're searching." By this time, they're not really searching. They're trying to find themselves. Yes, or, I mean, I'm not. What am I saying? they are searching, but some people find themselves, and those are the ones who go straight, become something bigger, probably in other countries or whatever. So, like, so not everybody is supposed to be similar or the same or identical, and people get it wrong on that level, and it's quite sad.
Well, that's a lot of programming because this construct, whoever created it,
Mm,
however you want to see it, um, it's like a simulation where everybody's supposed to be uniformed, but that
mm,
goes against the nature of things, and that's how I know that it's not um, something that's divine or given unto God, right? Because
mm,
God gave everything its purpose and everything has its own uniqueness, right? If
mm,
everything was the same, then it wouldn't make sense.
mm-hmm.
If you're a creator and you create a very unique world, why would you want everything to be the same? So
Yeah.
why are you guys as a system of or construct or whatever you are trying to get everybody to be on the same, like everything, day in, day out, same thought process. Like nobody's a unique thinker, or anything, that's not natural.
Hmm.
Like why do you think you have a brain? So you can use it.
Hmm.
It just seems,
Exactly.
do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So I don't think that there's like some
I
things
a
that
bit tired.
play.
Let's speak of her. There, she there.
Hey, what's going on a bit, Ty? I was just talking about you, girl. See, that's that energy. Zap. Zap right on in.
Come on
Man.
in.
But
But
yeah, I don't think it's it's not natural. Like they try to make everybody
robot.
uniformed,
Yeah, I
you
call them
know.
robots.
Yeah,
Drones.
robotic in thought and process. And that's not natural.
Hmm.
The world wasn't meant for that. Oh, nothing. We were talking about Tropicana King Brujo, and then we were talking about Napster, Napster Hill from my life a little bit. And what else did
And
we talk? Oh, and this girl that's on a con with this white woman that's she's trying to
yeah,
say is her stepmama or her mama or
yeah.
whatever.
Ellie Carter.
What's her name?
Ellie Carter. I try not to put her face on the thumbnail because I don't want her ass over here.
Hattie Carter. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
I think that woman is her lover, not her
It's
mama.
yes, too close. It's too close. No, let me see if I got Stanton's little clip. If we can find her little clip. See, I'm gonna have to play Calming Water after this. He's
You
crazy
got a
moping.
screen that has smoke coming out of it. You can sage the live that way. Say a
Yeah, innit?
couple of words.
Oh yeah, I do have one. Hold on, where's she at? Where's she at? I do have it. Oh my days, where is it? She's eating popcorn. You're watching and eating popcorn, eh? Let me see. I've got it. Hold on, where I put it? Every time I try to find this thing, I was like looking for a needle in a haystack.
And this is a black girl who's teamed
Yep,
up with a white woman and has
yep,
conned Angela Stanton.
yep.
And so they were trying to say that they were on the run and some kind of human trafficking thing going on. But when Angela went to she called her connections to help her, they say they don't want the help. So and then you're going from place to place. So it's a money grab. I'm thinking it's a money grab. They want the money, but they don't want the other resources. Now, it seems to me if you are on the run, that you would you know what I mean, take the help. Who's that? Is that the thing you put up?
Yeah, she's saging.
Oh, she's saging it. That's what I'm talking about.
She's
I
on your
need.
side though. Why is she all the way over there?
I don't know.
She's all the way over your side. She's not even on my side.
Oh, maybe I need to be saged. Okay. Do it. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes.
she's come off. Hold on. Let's put her back on again. Let's put her on
See,
repeat.
she keeps wanting to go for me. Oh my
Yeah, she
God.
keeps coming in your one. And Annie went right in the center.
Please don't
She
let
went
me
right
have
on
the
the side.
please take the creepy crawlies off of me. I don't want to have the heebie jeebies. Saging me right on down.
Yeah, I think we need that. Oh, jeez, you know what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
just like after talk about that child, the it,
It's
the.
like that movie Falling. That thing was jumping all over the place.
She's
Mm-mm.
saging bit tight. She's saging. She's saging.
Yeah,
She's
she's
saging.
saging me specifically. Like she
She's
keeps
saging
wanting to
her.
come to
She won't come
me.
in the middle. She won't come in the middle. She only come on the end for some reason.
Well, I was talking about Napster, so maybe some of that icky got on me. Because she is a real the Napster. She's a real piece of work, and some of that ooze jumped out on me from the phone. I don't know. Ooh,
Oh, we can sage the screen. Hold on. Let's sage the screen. There we go. Oh,
sage it on down.
there we go. There we go. There we go. Yup. I don't know where I learned that yup from. I must have been watching some child something. Cool. Now when you pick up children's TV's little quirky. Cool, I can't even talk today. See,
Quirky thing.
the child's got me vexed. My English is gone through the door. All right, let's
Your
get some
English is
buff.
doing better than mine. I couldn't even think of the word clothesline today. Hood therapy had to help me out with that. She typed clothesline. I said, "Oh yeah, that's what it is." She aired you out like a like a sheet on a clothesline. Trying to say something, and I couldn't even get the word out. I was like, "What is that?" And I was visualizing it. Right, the
Mm,
visual is there, but the words did not want to cross my mouth. I was like, "Man,
get
something
some.
ain't right. Something is not right."
I better buff. Hold on, let's see if the butterflies come in the middle. Oh,
Ooh, that's nice.
yeah, we need something pretty to look at. We need something pretty. Pretty. See, I'm all about the zone. See, I can't even talk English for real. I'm gonna need a nice Guinness after this.
Wait a minute. I don't think that's a butterfly.
Here's a butterfly. Look. Hold on.
Is
Let
it
me
a
go up on
butterfly
screen.
or is that a mantis
It's a butterfly. I'm a
or a moth?
butterfly girl. I'm a butterfly.
But why is the butterfly all green? Don't they usually have other colors going on?
Yeah, no, this one's yellow. It's yellowy, yellowy, yellow.
Is it yellow?
Yeah, it's yellow.
Okay. It looks kind of greenish on my end.
Yeah, no, it's
Look at
yellow.
the wingspan on that thing. That thing is.
It's so pretty. I love. Oh, or maybe we should chuck in some water on that.
You say what?
Chuck in some water. Put some water on that.
Or put some water on it? Like we
Put
just
some water.
we're doing all the things to get rid of all the bad spirits because let me tell you, they are running amok, right?
I
They're
know.
running amok and
Tell me.
they're jumping.
The
Yes.
jumping spirits. Like,
They
come on,
yeah, and
we
they
need to stay in their crazy corner.
man, and they seem to be finding like a new foothold amongst our people. Like it used to be a time like when certain things went down, you knew what set of people that belonged to. Now you just can't call it. It's
No.
like what?
Oh, what? Hold on. Here we go.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Something.
You're on your computer, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh. It's finished. I was enjoying it too much. Come on, I need some water. I need some water. Breathing that sea air. Yeah.
Do you listen to sometimes when I can't sleep, I listen to meditation music?
No, I don't. You know, I
But like
don't. I
if
don't need to. I sleep pretty quickly and fast when I'm ready,
oh, see, not me.
es-
So
especially if I'm drunk.
it's so funny. I mean, dang. Well, me too. But not when I'm not, and then sometimes it could be a little hard. And
Mm.
but I like, but I can't see. I think it's because I have too many devices going on. See, like this YouTube thing has become like it has sucked me in, right?
I
It
told you
is,
it's addictive.
yeah, like it has sucked me in, and I find myself listening to this stuff all night, and even going to sleep with it. And some of the stuff is junk, or well, I don't want to call it junk, but if there's too much um bickering back and forth and stuff, that's not good for your psyche, like when you're going to sleep, right? And
Mm.
or at least for me it's not. Like I know it's not, because I'll end up having like a bad dream, or even just not a restless night. So now I'm starting to notice that, like I think that's part of the little anxiety I've been having, because I've been listening to some stuff that's not necessarily productive.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So I used to go to sleep with the meditation music, if I want to go to sleep real quick, and then I'll just turn all the lights off and let the music go, and I'll go to sleep fairly easily, right? But lately I haven't. I'm telling you, I've been in this, the YouTube brothel, the 24/7,
Mm.
freak show. It's open all. It's like it's open all night. Satan's den. It's horrible, and but I have to get myself back on track. I'm not doing
Mm.
that. Hey, just chilling. What's going
Oh,
on?
he's here. I can't see him on this screen. Hold on.
Yeah,
Oh, hi, you're just
that's
chilling.
his thing. You're.
You're. Oh yeah, you're from New York, innit? Is it New York? New York? Is it does that? I can't remember. I'm learning. I'm not. I know. I'm kind of learning the accents a bit more. I can tell the Southerners from the New Yorkers from the because they have the deep New York accent. It's
Say
just and it's
yo. That's what they say. I remember the first, like when I started like really being around some New Yorkers,
mm,
especially a couple had moved from New York
mm,
to California, and they had went to my school,
mm,
and I used to just be so fascinated. It's like, man,
mm,
yo, da, 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 the way they talk. That was like, this is so fascinating, and they seemed I don't want to say more mature. I
mm,
want to say, but New York is a hard life. Like, you know what I mean? Like they got big ass rats and stuff, and
mm,
everything is the concrete jungle. They ain't playing.
mm. Yeah,
There's
yeah,
some stuff going on out there. It's a mess, and so
yeah. Yup, yup, yup.
it's a little different. But I do liken them to Californians in the ways that they are very upfront. Like I feel like Californians are like that. We'll tell
Yeah,
you what it is. You know what I
yeah,
mean, and keep it
yeah.
pushing. But
And their style. The New Yorkers have style, so they kind of stylish little bit. They have this little style thing going on. I mean, even
oh
though
yeah,
that's where
they
them two fools come from, but whose name I should not mention.
well, I think it depends on where you come from, because they say it's the boys in Harlem that are like the dressers, right? Like
Mm,
and that's where Dapper Dan comes from, Harlem way. So anyways, I think
mm,
Dapper Dan is a black, um what you call it, Well, I can't think of the word, but he makes clothes, right?
Mm.
So, anyways, that's his thing, and he's been doing it for years, and he's a stylist, and so on and so forth. And then I
Oh,
think
I know who
Louis,
you're talking about. Yeah, I know.
yeah,
He died, didn't he, the other day?
who Dapper Dan died?
What's his name, boy?
Nuh-uh. No, did
Who
he
am I
die? Don't
thinking
say he
of? The
did.
wrong guy. I'm thinking of an older guy.
I figured you was from Cali and sincere sided, since only Cali folk go hard for Keek the Sneak. Keek the Sneak. I mean, I had to dun 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 dun. All right, cool. Oh yeah,
Oh,
but yeah, but a lot of people didn't like All Right Cool. I like that song because I like the Pink Panther. But no,
yeah.
Dapper Dan, he's a designer. See, the
Mm,
word came and left, and then it
mm,
came. He's a designer, and he's been designing for, I think, maybe over 40 years, 30, 40 years. And he made his bones in Harlem.
mm,
Yeah, Dapper Dan is still alive. Yeah. And so, not too long ago, though, something went down with him and Louis Vuitton. But, anyways, Gucci picked him up. So now he
mm,
has his line, his brand with
mm,
Gucci. But
mm.
back in the day, he was making like clothes for like all the the hood stars. That's what I call them, the hood stars, and and then other stars, and players in the game and stuff like that. And he has some really nice designs. So, anyways,
Yeah.
that's his thing, and that's what he did.
Oh, okay, okay.
Hmm.
A bit tired talking about talk about young Sparrow. On Facebook, he was taking a shower, enticing the girls, being an idiot. Not more said on that one.
What?
Yeah, he was on Facebook in the shower, taking a shower,
Oh my
and
gosh.
saying to them, "Come over, come over. Need to come over. Need to come. Need to come." And the
Where's
girls,
that girl?
which one? Martina.
Yeah, where's her? Where is
She's
she?
she's there showing him tricks. She must be showing him the tricks of the trade, the OnlyFans trade, obviously, because
Oh
the way
my
how
god.
he was on that Facebook that day it was a day afternoon. It was ridiculous.
He could have been, because what the hell he taking a shower on live for or whatever? Who he
Yeah.
trying to show his business to?
He just looked so crazy, man. Just looked so mad. I was like, bro, and he was like,
I
oh.
just I thought about this.
Mm.
Maybe he's promoting like he's getting ready to start a OnlyFans.
I think he's trying to do something because he needs money. He needs money. I personally can't watch nothing much to do with him sometimes myself because it's he well not unless Remy's running it really, but apart from that I can't watch really nothing much to do with him really because he's annoying. He not only is he annoying, he's very he think he knows it all. He think he's smart. He think he can outsmart people when he's pulling different scams. I mean, it's pretty obvious that most of the stuff he's doing is scams. Even Remy saw that he tried to pull a cartoon character of himself, which had looked like similar to what's it? One of the Marvel characters. It's not really surprising.
I think they're gonna start an OnlyFans together because her and her old dude, they had one together.
Mm, freak and a freak. Yeah. Mm,
Yeah, I think that he's down for the situation, and that
mm-hmm.
like he's just testing out the waters maybe a little bit to see
Mm,
how many people get repulsed by his ugly ass.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And if he
Mm-hmm.
can get enough, it's like he's just opening the gate, opening another gate for the fuckery.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why I can't. That's why I unsubscribed, unfollowed because he was one of the ones I used to love when he used to break down about Valentine's Day and stuff like that, and 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 all that stuff. And now, like anybody tells me about Young Pharaoh, I'm just like not in it. I'm just not in it. Can't be done.
She about to put him on the straw. That's what Big Ty said. He about to be on the straw.
It wouldn't surprise me, you know. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't
Yeah, she
surprise
about to
me.
pimp him out on the OnlyFans.
Yeah, he just seemed like you said, he's down for whatever right about now. So you know, any quick money, he's there in it. So anything's
Mm.
possible. We might. I mean, like we might see. I mean, not. I mean, I've never been on the only. Not. I don't even. No, I've never been on the OnlyFans or nothing. But I see. But I see that certain people world take pictures from Martina's pictures. So it's not like you can't miss it. 'Cause it's in your
Mm-hmm.
face anyway on here.
To quote Mac Dre, she goes donuts for Hobucks. Okay? And see, that's what she like. She like Hobucks. And so she
Yeah.
about to hoe him right on out. Ho,
Yep.
ho, ho. Merry
Yep.
Christmas.
Yep. Yep.
Mm-mm-mm.
Downgraded. He downgraded as well. But then again, he's a woman beater as well. So him and Nature Boy ain't that far apart from each other. They're just as bad as each other, basically.
Is
And
Golden
even
Beauty, she's still hiding out in Sacramento?
yeah, I haven't seen nothing from her to be honest. I mean, not that I bother looking. I mostly been watching the Nature Boy drama mostly. I watch the Nature Boy drama. That's my fix. Laughing at his ass and and damning him to the world. 'Cause he is
Did
just
Nature Boy get banished from Big O?
I think so because he's back on IG right now. He just cut one of the so-called wives' hair today, and she looks very upset.
Oh my goodness. What's up
Yeah.
with these men wanting to cut the women hair and stuff? I knew somebody when I was young, but the dude got mad at her and he literally cut her hair and she took a while for her to grow her hair like a nice length. It
Hmm.
was long, and he got jealous and cut her hair. Like, what's up with the cutting of the hair?
Just to make you look ugly. That's the whole process of it.
Jeez.
To make you ugly, so no other man will look at you.
See, if
And
let me tell you, oh, child.
I know, innit? I know. Um, let me find it on the IG. I give you lot a little flavor.
I would have took those scissors and I would have snatched them scissors out of his hand. If I
She
couldn't
can't.
snatch
She
them, I'd
can't.
have.
She can't. She's. I mean, like she's literally in his world, isn't she? She's in Nature Boy's world. So she has no say in the matter. She has
He's
no
so
say.
ugly. What's up? Like he's ugly. Um, uh, Rat Boy. He's ugly. Then with Kanakalon dude, Pharaoh, he ugly. Like what's
There's something up with the world. There's something wrong with the world. Honestly,
he got?
I just don't get it.
Kanakalon, Rat Boy. You got a Red Hat. We start giving them names. We're gonna have to start, giving these fools nicknames, like real
Yeah,
nicknames.
yeah. He was dancing the other night as well, Nature Boy.
He
Let
thinks he
me
can dance.
let me show this. I don't know what to call him. Dusty. Let's show Dusty as Energy says. Let's show the Dusty.
Mm-mm.
Okay, he's cutting her hair. Oops. Hold on. Can you see it?
Hmm.
He's cutting her hair, and she's not happy. She's not happy at all. Hi, Miss Wise. She's
Hey,
not
Miss
happy.
Wise to you.
She's not happy, chappy, right now. Does that
Is
look
he
like a
putting
happy?
lines in her hair?
He's putting lines in her hair, and she looks like she's about to cry. Literally,
He's gay.
he is.
He wants to make her look like a boy.
He is. Hold on. Here's the one with him dancing the other day. Oh yeah, and this is the one with the crusty hair. Hold on, if you haven't seen the crusty hair, this is the crusty hair. He's aging bad, and
That's that demon trying to come through.
oh no, there's one with him trying to looking like a demon. Hold on, if you can see it. This is him trying to be a Marion.
This fool's retarded. I mean, he looks so damn stupid.
Let us put us underneath his picture so everybody can fully see him properly in his entirety. And what's the next one? He's got a whole. I mean, fair enough. As you get older, you get patchy, right?
Look at his head.
He looks deranged.
He looked like one of those penguins from Happy Feet.
Yeah. Boondock. No, is it Boondocks? Oh, he cut Aya's hair. He cut her hair. He cut her hair bad too. It did not look nice. But even when I'm on Biga, I don't go on to his stupid thingy. Oh wow, who is this? Sorry, I seen this one on Treehouse.
A bit tied. I like your material with Octavius Prime. Come join the HOK. Oh, sorry, Negro Studios. Now you was in my live today. Now I was being trolled, and I gave you a shout out. Is that you?
He's a
Is
troll.
that you, Sinetter?
I don't think it's him. Oh, where's the one with the watching his feet? Hold on, I gotta show you. Wait, we ain't finished with all the craziness yet. Has she got put out the one where?
Octavius, is that you playing games? Damn, I'm getting fooled in the streets, man. I look like a whole idiot. Octavius, are you sorry, Negro Studios?
Oh no, it could be him, innit?
Oh, that is him. Man, he be fooling. See, Octavius get me every single time. I swear, he don't never. He got me with Shaka almost because I thought I was talking to Shaka, so I
Oh
went
yeah,
into
he
like
sounds
interview
like him.
mode.
Yeah,
Right?
he sounds like him good.
He got me that time, and now he got me again. Man, that ain't right, man. I be so excited when somebody come into my life. I think I'm doing something. Well, I mean, that's a good friend. That's a friend. That's who.
Who is that?
That's Octavius, right?
Maybe we might have to block him in case Octavius better talk quick, otherwise you'll be blocked.
A bit tired. It's sorry, Negro Studios. Is that Tavius? I need to know for sure. Tavius be man, he be
Oh
getting
yeah.
my ass.
You're gonna like this picture of nature, fool. Hold on. When she starts twerking. Oh, where is it? Oh, it doesn't even want me to show him.
What's going on with his hair?
He's got a weaving. In
See,
his
a bit
hair.
tired. She's pleading the fifth. Yeah, he got me. Stay getting my ass, man. I tell you.
He's got a
Tavius
weave in his
stay
hair.
getting me, man.
I'm not so.
See, that's that Florida. See, them Florida boys, you gotta watch out for them. They'll get your ass, man. What's up with his eyes? Am I tripping?
That's the IG that he's got. That he's got on that changes the eyes.
He cut that girl's hair, Miss Wise, to you because he's trying to make her look like a boy because he got a boy fetish. That's what that's about.
Yeah, of course. He's singing.
I guess suppose my Tavius, man, I love you, bro. You be getting me, I swear. Dang, he stay getting my ass. I'm about to watch out for Tavius. Tavius, he stay getting me. I don't feel sorry for that child. She's sticking by his side. Oh, Well, she's brainwashed a bit
Oh yeah,
high.
here's the feet. Here's the feet. Oh Lord, here. Let's watch the square feet. They're all watching his feet.
Who's is that the same girl?
That's the same girl. He just cut her hair, so they're
Oh
all
my
watching
God,
her
that's
feet
after him cutting her hair?
after he cut her hair.
What kind of fucking haircut is that? Do you see all them
It's a
like
boy's haircut. He's done it before. He done it. He done it when they were
no, but look the
in the
line, the
jungle.
lineup and everything, like the design, it's like he took plugs out of her head.
Yeah.
Like he don't know what he's doing. I could have did a better haircut than him.
So these girls, if you haven't been following, the pointer doesn't work. The one with the yellow was taken from one of the members, and the young girl, what they do show at the beginning, she was taken from another member. So now, at first, it wasn't his
Wait,
wives.
a bit tired. What's in that water?
I don't know what it is. It just looks nasty, whatever it is.
Oh my God. All that shit. And they putting their hands in that shit?
Yeah, you should see them cooking. It's really interesting. It's very
No,
appetizing.
it's probably gonna make me barf. Yuck.
The cooking is very appetizing. Oh
That
wow.
water looks nasty as hell. His feet just came up out of it. He just like all the
Let me see if I can get
oh my
closer.
God, all the
Let's
dead
see.
skin and dirt and what is that? These bitches is crazy. Lord Father, forgive me. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Oh Lord. Ah. So though you lot is getting entertained by Hassan, these are the idiots I sometimes be indulging watching.
Who said
Because they're
who?
just
Wait a minute, Miss Wise to you. He owned a barber shop.
yeah. Apparently, he owned a barber shop in Atlanta before he went to Puerto Rico or wherever he went,
Lies. I
Costa
rebuke
Rico.
it.
And this is him turning into a demon. Hold on, you can see it.
He's weird. He is so
He's
weird.
crazy, but like he never was in jail. He was in the madhouse. Like, you know, Wills
Oh
found
yeah,
it.
because when he was younger, he went to the loony bin for a minute, huh?
Yeah, yeah, he was in the madhouse.
Mm-mm-mm. I mean, his foot was really dirty up inside. Did you see that water? Did you see
No,
that filthy water?
it was nasty. It's nasty. It's nasty. Um, so so there'll be loads of shenanigans going on with them. So you know, I think Hassan Campbell is mild compared to this idiot.
He's a reptile because he's shedding all over the place. He
Yep,
shedded all in that water.
yep, yep.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, the returnee can't stand her. Uh, and he wants a trans woman anyway. He's always said he wanted a trans woman.
Didn't Raw Kelly give that Dominique girl a boycott? He's falling behind his daddy. Oh.
Yeah, there's this one.
Mm-mm-mm.
They call him Babaji because he goes by Babaji in it. But he's nasty. Look at the bumps on his face, man.
Zoom in. Zoom in even some. Oh, Lord.
Look at the bumps on his face, and sometimes they don't bath for about a week and all that,
Like
and
they don't take a bath every day or a
they don't take
shower?
a bath every day. What they used to do in Costa Rica, they used to go to the creeks and the waterfalls and bathe there.
They just stinky, huh?
Yeah, he's nasty. He covers himself in oils and stuff. That's why when certain women meet him, right, they would say he don't smell and all this stuff.
That's a lie. Oils do not cover up stank like that. Like body odor that is
Mm,
even perfume can, like cologne could not cover up BO. Like if you
mm,
got really bad BO, there's no look, nothing can save you because you got
mm,
the vapors.
Yes, yes. And men, some men really, really, really take care of their skin really, really well. That they have no bumps on their faces, no extras, all that stuff. You know what I mean?
A bit tired, so you're gonna say Ara Kelly. I like the southern Ara. It's like every
Mm,
time I don't know why I do that. I snort when things be hella funny to me. I start snorting like a little pig. Oh Lord,
yeah,
excuse
yeah.
me, everybody. Yeah, Funky
That's okay.
Nation.
That's okay. Yes, a big time. That was dead skin. That's a definitely a
Nasty.
yeah. He's a whatever.
No,
However she did it.
nothing can cover up. Be like he has to have like
Yeah, strong
beyond.
BO. You must have. And that cheesy, cheesy eggplant to go with it.
Jiminy crack
Can you
corn.
imagine lying down with that cheesy eggplant every night?
I mean, can they breathe? I mean, that's funk on top of stank.
Well, apparently, according to the baby mother who left, she said that how right one time right he did all of them like for one whole night, all five of them. But what's he doing now? He's putting them all up on Twitter, all up on Twitter, they're all up on Twitter doing the funky dance.
So he just going to what he trying to do? Sell stanky puss?
Yeah, he tries to sell them. I mean, look at this one. Look at this. Look at this. Because I'm trying to find the worst pictures. Because I don't like him like that. So I'm not even going to find pretty pictures of him. Yeah. Look at the lip. This is
Mm-mm.
without a filter. Hold on. Is he going to... Look, look, look. He tries to hide his face because he angles his body a certain way.
That's on Bigo.
That's there. That's on... Because he's on Bigo. But they blocked... I think they kicked him off. Like he said
Oh.
the other day. So he's on IG. I think it's
Mm.
today they kicked him off. Where is it? Watch his ugly face. He's so ugly. Look, you can see the bumps when they move the words out the way. He's diseased, syphilis, or whatever else extras.
And he's in the Keys family on Bigo.
Yeah,
He's on in the
he's with
Keys,
Brandon. Yeah.
Brandon Keys. And what's the K 2K or 2K Capone? What's his name?
Oh yeah, TKO Capone.
Yeah, TKO Capone. He's another nasty one too.
Yeah, he's nasty. Did you hear what Yetta had to go through when she was there? That's disgusting.
Yeah,
I don't know.
she got away, but remember he wouldn't let her in the house to get her stuff, and then she pulled her pants down and
Yeah,
pissed
and
on the
peed
porch.
outside. Yeah.
You sure she had to use the
Like,
bathroom?
I can't watch this Negro for long, sorry. I'm gonna take him off my
But
screen.
I think she wanted to really stay with that fool.
She did because she loved him. She paid for everything. She paid for everything. She paid for everything, and she said that Armani was putting up with stuff with him and all that, not speaking her mind and all this stuff. They had a whole scheme running over there.
Armani was no. See, don't get it twisted about Armani. Armani's in the bullshit with him. They running that con together.
Yeah, they are. They
Mm-hmm.
are. And and T and T TKO had to start going gym because he literally had breast. So obviously he had to build up his chest and different stuff like that to get because like he got lady nipples.
But he don't like women though. They say he like men.
Yeah, because when he was in prison he had to get down like that, didn't he? He had to get down with a get down.
Man, like that. What's up with the Brandon Keys? That whole roster is full of like, and
The
they be
crazies.
protecting them fools.
The crazies. Big time. The
Mm-hmm.
crazies. The crazies.
Abby May. Do you ever watch Abby May too?
Nah, nah,
Abby,
nah.
the dark skinned girl.
Nah, I don't think I do. I don't know. I don't know.
That whole roster though. And are you familiar with Pastor P?
Yeah, Pastor P with the sexy body. Sorry, man. His body is nice. I'm not gonna lie. His
He
body
got
is
kicked off. He
nice.
got kicked off the Big O too.
Really? When did that happen? I, I
some
was
time
waiting.
back. Unless he got reinstated.
I was waiting for Nosy to come out with her live because she has all the tea, man. She
Who?
has all the tea.
Oh, she be
Nosy
hanging out
bitch,
there on Big O. I don't even go over there too much no more.
nosy bitch. Just put it on YouTube here. When they're live, she goes and laughs at Nature Boy's ass. She laughs at TKO. It's funny. And then he got violated the other day because they caught because he wanted to because no sorry how did it go now they had a whole panel and there's this one called Knowledge and and they started talking and then he said that how what they got to choose a subject to debating which obviously he's obviously going to Google right which is nothing wrong with Google but some things you have to know off the top of your head spontaneously right
Right.
so 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 then so then they started choosing their subjects and stuff like that and because Nefertari is back and King Musa well Nefertari was with King Musa so King Musa was left with I think the least thing that he wanted to talk on and somebody else took another subject and another one took another subject. King Knowledge was like, why are we entertaining this for? Why are we entertaining him? He's so corny. Why are we entertaining him? I was like, wow. I was like, well, at least someone's talking up because to be honest, he's had a lot of promotion. His promotion status. He's even gone and rebranded himself now because the baby mother that left him with the little girl is on YouTube. He's followed her onto here, like where she's doing her YouTube and that and you know, because he goes into this one where, oh, that little girl's got my face, and she's using her as a voodoo doll and all sorts of shit. He
The
was,
voodoo doll.
yeah, he was saying the most before because where when she left this time here, when she left this last time here, man, he said, I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna do it. Da, 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 da. What happened when she came over here? She had herpes and da, 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 da. He was going
Mm-mm.
in. He's right. I mean, like, so when Pharaoh talks, right? I've heard them words before. You see what I mean? That's why I'm not really too in a Pharaoh because it's like I can see him trying to be Nature Boy in a kind of a way. So it's
So
like
he's trying to emulate him.
immolate him. So it's no
Yeah, because even Nature Boy was trying to say he cured himself of HIV or something like that. And now
yeah,
Pharaoh's
never
trying to say
happened.
he cured himself of herpes. What
Never
does he try to
happened.
cure himself of?
Never happened. Um one of those stupid girls was really, really ill and then she ended up in hospital in Nola. And then people started seeing what was wrong with her and stuff like that. So what he kept doing was when he was on Bigo, he will get her on the panel and say to her, well, like, does it say this or try and talk to the doctor? Does it try to talk to the doctor? And then
Mm-mm.
afterwards, right, he ended up going to Nola, and then he picked up and then he got all of her all of what the paperwork and all that stuff because the first family wasn't letting him
Wait a
come
minute.
into.
What do you mean they came out together through Sinetta?
Oh yes, they did come out together through Sinatra
Who?
because
Oh,
Y-
Nature Boy.
YP and Nature Boy is from the House of Consciousness.
Oh my God.
And also, you see Bambata, Nature Boy. I think they said he met him at 1 point too, and he also met York at 1 point. So they're all together because that's what York's daughter did say when that live that Remy put up ages ago.
Mm-mm.
And I've got it on this side. I think I've got it over here as well. But yeah,
But
yeah,
everything that comes out of that, like
it's a
everything.
circle. It's a link. They're all linked together. They're all linked together. Don't get it twisted. They're all linked together.
And
Um,
nobody gets in his butt about that. Everybody's focused on this was most frequent or the most present, right? Which is Shaka and polite and stuff, but they need to stay on his head about, Nature Boy. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
He shouldn't get a pass for that.
Well. The ones is staying on Nature Boy. them, like, but like Miss Wise said, Sinetta introduced them to all the social media, and that's how they got that. That's how they got busted big as well, because. Oh yeah, and Pharaoh stayed with Nature Boy when he was in New York as well, with
No,
Camille.
I remember that. And didn't somebody say, or didn't it seem like they were doing the getting down with each other?
Well, it wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at
Hmm.
all. Because because even Unc Crackpot breaks that down as well. Because um yeah, it's just a lot. There is a lot. I mean, I literally had to take a break from watching YP stuff and start watching normal people because it messes with your brain, man. Because it come like you're caping for them when you're not. I ain't caping for none of them.
See, and Dot's daughter of the sea, she interviewed that one girl that looked like she's mixed or maybe something other.
Hmm.
She interviewed one of the girls coming out of Nature Boys camp. Oh
Not believe
man.
that.
Oh my
think
god.
I think I know. I think I know who you're talking about because so many of them has left him, but it's like he's got something over them. Because me and my daughter talks about this a lot. It's like he's got something over them. They may have done something that they are ashamed of, so he keeps it over their head, and that's why they return. The returning part because they leave and then they talk about him and then they return. Or in most cases, he rejects some of them because he knows how crazy they are. Like, like they might be on the crazy money or something. And then, they return right, he gets them, he brings them back into the camp, hanging with
Now,
Bambaataa.
doesn't that sound familiar? That whole thought, that whole thing about blackmail,
Mm, yes, yes,
with 1K, the general consensus with him is that he's blackmailing, women and stuff, and that's why that whole crew sticks with him. Like,
mm.
how do these nutter butters get on the internet? Like, how do they, oh my God, get away with all this mess?
Because they network together. They network together. The conscious community network a lot together. Because over here they do the same thing. They network together. There's always a new crop of conscious ones coming up. Right. That
Mm-mm.
always comes up. There's always a new crop. Right. So 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 they network, and then they get big somehow because right, that's all it is getting around the right people, saying the right words, and then you're in. That's how the so-called conscious community works because um even like I said, even when I was self-employed, I found it very hard to get my work up, and that's because I did not say hotep and I didn't say certain words. And if you don't say certain words, you're not in. Right, you're not in with the clique, basically. Right, right. It's like you're always on the outside. You'll never accept it. So, um, unless you're everywhere, anywhere, then it's different.
It is. Social media is filled with more unstable people than saying, from what I'm seeing,
True.
facts.
It's true. Oh, Miss Wise. I started watching that Liv and that crazy girl now. Right, she's right, right. Even she, I think it's Jazzy. Is it Jazzy or Liv? One of them. She just seemed she is not a hard-working single mother because I swear she's in her early 20s catchment. When my children was young, right, I was everywhere with them. Then when as they got older, like when they're 13, 14, whatever, that's when I started studying until I was able to improve myself. So I don't understand why she's telling lies to her subs. And I mean, I'm not saying don't get your money, but don't lie to your subs in as well, because she's another crazy
They're all
woman.
lying though. It's a hustle. This whole thing is a hustle.
Yes.
They're all lying.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a bot in the chat.
Oh yeah. I wonder if anybody's
Yeah.
seen it. Have
So,
they got it?
social media has become a haven for society's rejects. That's a fact.
It has. It's quite sad because it wasn't like that before. It wasn't like that
Hmm.
before. Before, you see, like how I'm putting up information and stuff that someone probably might need or whatever. It's not. It's turned into a beefing sector, beefing and all that stuff. To me, you don't need to do all that. You don't need to. There's no. Just don't. Well, I mean, I can say that, but I mean, I personally don't want to be in no beef with nobody because I have no time for it. Because like, I will just deactivate. So that would mean I just deactivate. I just don't have time for that. You know what I mean? You know, there's bigger fish to fry than arguing on this website because it's a website. That's what it is.
I think there's a secret conclave or community of pedos, right?
Hmm.
And they're using some kind of like code words or whatever, and and I mean, they're like purposely infiltrating certain
Mm,
arenas, but
mm,
they're all working together. Like I feel like that. I feel like that's what's going on because these
mm,
people are so connected, and then like just the whole thing with the HOK. How do you get so many of these weird ass fools with all these weird ass shenanigans and sexual scenarios going down, coming back to that one person or that one area, right? But
mm.
I think it's because we're the Black community. We might be focusing on say that said one person, but I think it's bigger than that. You know what I mean? I think that they give out the bat signal or the caw. They get out the bird call
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
each other.
It's
They know each
crazy.
other.
It's crazy. It's crazy because get this right, right. To
Mm,
understand what's going on in the now, you have to look back in it. Malcolm X was a converted Muslim in prison, right?
mm-hmm.
But when he came out, right, he literally changed a lot of people. There was a lot of things going. Nation of Islam was doing a lot of stuff. They was literally feeding people, just like the Black Panthers. They're feeding people. There was in a whole set of things. These ones now, maybe because like they ain't got that big struggle like before, even though people are getting killed, people of color are getting killed, and certain stuff is happening. But it come like there's no. It's like you're comfortable. It's like you're comfortable, which is nothing wrong with being comfortable, but it's just that
Well,
there's no
somebody said it's
fight.
because they're coming out of jail, and that
Yeah,
because they're
that's
like
part of it.
all the bottom, like the bottom rung people, and they
Yeah,
have psychosis going on, and they're going
yeah,
into these organizations and using that as their core, their quarry, like their predatory ground.
yeah, yeah. But what's so sad about that, right? What the community stood for at the time to what it stands for now is so different. It's like it's not the same. Like they have like breakfast places though and all that stuff for children who's hungry. I'm sure there's loads of children who's hungry who don't get breakfast and stuff in America that they can be feeding and looking after. But instead, right, they rather be like rappers and wear gold chains and all that stuff. It makes absolutely no sense. It's just a load of tosh that's going on over what's going on now in general. Because now we need each other. Now we got these people taking distraction. There they are distraction. That's the right word. It's distracting. Not only that, they're separating people. Like now, there's divisions, there's sets and stuff like that, all because of them in a way, especially like as you term it, HOK, because they're part of it. Because they was the one who introduced all these Hebrew Israelites and all the stuff and all the other peoples into the community. The community they probably didn't know about them as much until now. Like so,
They're
I don't know.
wolves in sheep
Cheap
clothing.
clothing. Well, that's what Dennis Brown said, isn't it?
They're like they're predators amongst the prey. Because
Yeah,
we're already as a group of people, a nation of people being preyed upon, right?
yeah,
By other people.
yeah,
But they have, because they look like us, they were able to disguise themselves,
yeah,
right, in amongst the fray.
yeah,
So they're
yeah.
the wolves in sheep clothing.
Yeah, yeah, and that's why when people's idea of Rasta is okay, I have loads of women and all this, and I smoke marijuana. So when you see ones who is actually doing works, who's doing the real work, right? That's why I said I've always liked Sizzler from even when I was a Rasta, right? I've always
Mm.
liked Sizzler. Sizzler, from day one, he always had been himself from day one. Maybe he fell away, made the odd pum pum blinking song or whatever. But then he felt, but then as soon as he went to Gambia, he changed. Something changed him in Gambia. Then he came back, and obviously he thought, wow, let me just build up my community. That's what Rastamen do. Rastamen are scholars and philosophers and and all of the above. They don't. I mean, there is some lazy ones. Yes, there is lazy ones who just sits down on their asses smoking whatever. But there's people out there doing real work and with families and all that stuff, because there's some of them who don't even look after their children or bother with their children. So, like, so it's like you are really look what's it scraping the barrel type of people now. Like, you know what I mean? Like the real ones is gone. Most of the real ones is even gone to Africa or whatever, Gambia, sitting comfortably. So while we got the leftovers, we got the rubbish.
I was saying this the other day. I was talking about who was it? It was somebody. I was saying that the people, like the fight left, right, like after the civil rights and stuff, like the people got their due, right, they
Mm,
built their coffers.
mm,
All the ones that were supposedly fighting for us, they got their little cushy job on the hill, what
mm,
have you. They
mm,
got their little organization that has like tons of non-for-profit money coming through. They got their due and their bid, and so they went and moved out, right. They're
mm,
not in the inner cities or none of that stuff. They went to the suburbs, got their little white woman, and they're over there, living this suburban other lifestyle where there's real people still here trying to survive. They're not fighting no more and they stop fighting, but they're up there pretending, right?
mm,
They're
mm,
pretending to
mm.
be for us when they've sold out a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah, which is true, which is true, because I'm sure over there, right, you see all that, because over here is different in a kind of way. It's kind of different and kind of the same. That's why um I tried to explain to some of the ones from the US who haven't been here. It's kind of different and kind of the same. The one that you hear who talks with a British accent, they not all British black sounds like that, right? Right,
Mm-mm.
right. We literally do not sound like that. We don't, right? Some of us, it's not about the Queen. It's not about the monarchy, because we know the truth, right? Some of us, yeah. I mean, there's
Mm.
some of us who put on the Cockney accents to fit in, right? There's some of us who be in Chelsea, which is like the middleest classes I can think of place, and be in the nice, cushy place or whatever. However they get their finances is another thing, because some people will be struggling, but they don't show their struggle, right? And
Mm.
some of us who is brought up a certain way, right? We don't get on certain places and be giving it all that and nothing else that comes with it, because our families, like my mum always used to tell me back in the day, right? I don't want, like, don't marry no white man or whatever. That's how my mum used to talk to me and my grandmother, right?
Don't bring a
So
white man home. Don't
don't
do
bring
it.
a white man home. Straight up, right?
Yeah.
There was
Mm.
not about that life, right? And every man that stepped through the door, my grand will be at the door, looking at him up and down. Who are you? What you come here for? Right? That's how my grandmother used to stay. So at the end of the day, when people when you right when some people they might not have been brought up in a perfect world, perfect ideal family, huggy, surrounded by a family, but at the same time, pardon me, but at the same time, right? We don't find the need to be like that. Those are some of the people who probably was climbing down, shimmering out, climbing out the window, shimmering down the flipping house to go to clubs at night. I never had to do that. I just had to walk through my door. That's what I had to do.
The sneaky ones,
The sneaky
the loose
ones,
girls,
the loose
the
girls,
Lucy girls,
the Lucy girls, and
the loosey
and
gooseys.
the Lucy Goosies, and those would be the ones who were that type of talk, right? You'll never see one of those types, and I'm not saying one of those type of peoples who looks like her. They don't be like that. You'll see them all covered up with their hijab, walking around. They don't be shouting and getting it all that. And then even if they have dropped off, so well, Somalians is a good example because some of them does break out, right? But even if
Yeah.
some of them break out, they still follow their traditions. They still go to their stuff. They still do certain stuff. They keep their poise, and you know what I mean. They're not shouty, and rare. There's no need for that.
And they rarely go out of the scope when it comes to marriage too. That
Yeah,
because they know that it's a lot that goes with that. Because if you're not a Muslim or Somalian and Muslim or in that fray, it could be they can be disowned. Like
yes, very much. Much. Oh yeah, my nationality is Trini Bajan by birth, but I'm English. But born over here. I mean, like you got to say that, you know, for the for the English PC, because when they see a color, when they see a skin color, right, the first thing they want to tell you is go back to where you come from, which they still do to this day. So so people can't come telling people, giving people lectures because you haven't lived in the trenches like the rest of us. Especially,
mm-hmm.
especially, I mean, some asylum seekers can talk that way because they live in certain circumstances. They be in the trenches with you, so they'll be able to talk that way. But some of them can't talk a certain way because they're just learning certain things.
They
So,
might have just came over. It's a difference coming over because you're trying to seek asylum as another coming over because you have the monies
hmm,
and you want to relocate. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Um, so there's a difference in that, right?
yeah, yeah.
But there's
Because
also has to be a respect because the English or the British has had their history with
yeah,
the Caribbean black people, right? The black
yes,
people over there,
horrible.
and it hasn't been nice. It has not been pretty at
Not
all.
at all. If you go, I mean, I think I still got it up. Pardon me, sorry, I got one. I think I still got it up. Right. They had the sus law, right? My mum's
Mm.
never told me about the sus law. When I found out about the sus law and what it was about, because I used to hear about it when I was around the conscious community. Now, when I did the video on the sus law and I looked and I actually saw what the sus law was about, where they have to have identifications when they're coming into a certain part of London, they used to ask them, "Where are you going?" Police used to stop them for no reason. If you watch a movie called Babylon, you'll see it in its reality.
Mm-hmm.
You see it up close and personal because Blue gets beaten up by the police, right? In the movie, he gets beaten up, he gets run down, he gets beaten up by the police, and then they put him in the jail for that a night. Then because his parents are from the Caribbean and they didn't want to step on heels or whatever, right? The father was saying, "Oh yeah, he's a trouble boy or whatever," which is not the truth. That's all.
Right.
That's all Blue wanted to do was to be long. He's a Rasta man. He's a Rasta black man in England. He tried to be a mechanic. The manager, who is a white man, told him to go. He said, "Oh no, right, you better leave because you're having lunch or something like that." I can't remember what happened, but if you watch Babylon, you'll see it.
It's called Babylon. I'm about to watch it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix right now. Netflix have it.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna watch that. I haven't been actually watching TV. I told you I've been sucked up into this damn YouTube.
Yeah, no, it's addictive, isn't
This
it?
TV really has not been on for like days, maybe a couple of weeks. It seemed like a long time. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't turn these TVs on. I'll be like looking at them. They were looking at me like, okay. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's me because even me, I said I got to challenge myself to come off of the laptop sometimes to give myself a break. So that's what I said. As soon as I finish all my lives, my schedule lives, I'm gonna get a break because I know it's gonna circle
Oh, okay, yeah, because I do
for
have
some
Prime.
time.
I have
Yeah,
Prime. I have Netflix. I have all the shebang bangs. I just haven't been watching anything. I
yeah.
literally, I'm telling you, I have not been watching any TV. I've been
Mm,
caught up in the YT thing.
yeah, and another program.
Just wait, just Tillin said his TV hasn't been on for 10 years.
Yeah, that's low.
It's a dinosaur TV. Is it
That's
still a box or like what is it shaped like? Let me stop. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Yemi.
there's also a movie called This Is England where that shows you how the skinheads used to go on Dan here, Dan in this country. The skinheads
Mm,
was terrible. The Teddy Boys. My gran had to deal with the Teddy Boys at the time, and she
mm.
talked. She used to talk about the time when, because she was a SCN nurse. She said that how one time she was doing her nurse thing, and the doctor was checking to see if she has a tail.
You know what? They did that, with black people over here in America. They always thought we had a tail or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh my.
yeah.
Let me ask you this question. Right now in England, they're supposed to be giving you guys some kind of reparations, or they're distributing it out. Have you heard anything more about it, or are you
I don't think it's gonna happen because they haven't got money like that now because they came out of the EU. They ain't got money like that. They ain't got no backings. I mean, like they didn't even have what you call it, chicken for the Nando's. Was it chicken
yeah.
for the Nando's or certain things going on over here? Um, like there's like certain foreign foods they can't bring in because the EU was the middle passage, and now because they've let that go because of their whatever ignorancy, whatever. So now
Yeah,
they
I
can
was going to ask you, did you I didn't think that was a smart move, but what do you think about them making that
they shot
move?
themselves in the foot,
Yeah.
literally. Because now the foreign workers that would do stuff that they probably wouldn't even touch, they ain't gonna have all that, all those people doing that. Like even now, right, even now, certain things, certain systems they put in place is changing. Like of course everything's computerized, obviously, and
Right.
and um sometimes like the place like the things that used to be lively in certain areas like Brixton Sunsplash and little things like that, they stopped doing it because it got gentrified in Brixton and everything else, so a lot of things have changed. It's not the same like how it used to be.
So
My
do you think they're trying to make a Britain white again?
Yes, I think they are, unfailing miserably.
Mm-mm-mm.
Failing miserably. That's why if I see any comments under here with some kind of undertone, like the last time when I put up the food shortage one in Britain, which it was happening literally, you went out to the market to the shopping centre, and and whereas certain supermarkets was full, like things like Lidl's and stuff, it was spaces. We see the spaces that was going on in the Lidl's, and the guy said underneath, what? Because it was before Christmas or something. He said, "Well, we're still gonna have our Christmas and blah 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 blah." son about spam because he saw my head scarf on my photo. So he assumed I am whatever he assumed, and I'm like, bruh. So basically, they have an ignorancy unless they are in with the certain peoples, right? They don't understand certain cultures, certain identities. They don't get it. They just,
So
I mean,
there's a segregation going on still to this day in Britain.
yeah, yes, yes.
Hmm.
Even when you're living in a certain area and you'll be living there for years, and then new people will come, right? Right. I mean, like you'll be doing the littlest minute stuff outside your yard, your house, and
Mm.
then they will just have to say something as you're going past. And I'm thinking, why are you going past? Now, most people of colour ain't got time to be looking and looking and looking and looking unless they're gonna break into your yard or something. They have to go past and literally say something. I noticed that that's just their thing, I think. But or or
They must white people have the same
it's like they got a chip on their shoulder.
yeah, like they got the same mannerisms globally. Like they always feel like they can ask you any old question, and if you ask them, they take offense, right? And
Yeah.
but they feel like you're obligated to answer them
Yes.
and stay still in their presence, and they feel like they're
Yes.
obligated to put their hands on you or do whatever, like they like it's their privilege, you know what I mean?
Or, or or bow your head when walking past them. Or
Yeah, all that stuff. And then if you speak and say hi, they won't say anything to you. Someone won't say
no,
anything to you,
no.
and they feel like you're supposed to address them,
Yeah.
and they don't have to give you the same courtesy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
noticed that across like the stories throughout the diaspora of brothers and sisters, they all come. It's always the same song
It's
with these
horrible.
people.
It's horrible. It's horrible
Oh
because
my
I think,
goodness.
I mean, even for me to put the young one in school. Now, when my other ones went into school, it was fine. You know what I mean? Now, this one, now, I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, like, because even their children will snap and stare at you so weird. So my thing is, oh my god, when this girl goes to school, I'm gonna be at that school every day. I can imagine I'm gonna be at that school. Or if I'm not gonna be there, her sisters are gonna be there. And so they got me to contend with and her sisters to deal with. So it's
Hmm.
not like it's gonna be easy for them in one sense because the one who's here and her mouth has no cover. So like it's like
And that's
I'm
how you have to be in the school systems. If you're going to be in there, let them go through it. You have to be an ever present force.
it's mad. It's just crazy because it wasn't like that because and and what's worse, they crippled the place so badly, right? Even the playgroups ain't even on tap no more like before. Like if you ain't got a good friend who's got children, your child is not stimulated properly or whatever. There's a whole heap of issues going on over here, but it's just like I think when I mean
Well, do
I
you
think
think
when
they're going to ever get rid of that monarchy?
I think the monarchy's not there, not in the palace. I don't think they're there because from a year or two ago they said that they was refurbishing the Buckingham Palace. The Buckingham Palace all now still refurbishing.
So nobody's there.
I don't think
That's
anybody's
what I heard
there.
too, that there was nobody in that palace, like that they had absconded and went somewhere.
Hmm. Yeah. I've heard stories. I've heard well, not in stories. I've heard stuff, but I mean, there's supposed to be a man taking over a normal man taking over Buckingham Palace as well. I forgot his name now, but he's saying that how he found that he was the king or something of Britain through blood or something. I can't remember how the stupid story go because um because what's so interesting, the Queen had no power. She had to go through Parliament whenever she had to place certain things or when she makes a speech, she always have to go through Parliament. Parliament to say yes, you can talk, or when you can't talk, or when you can't do certain things.
She's so old.
She is. She's very old.
I'm
Very
like,
old.
how the hell is she even surviving?
Hmm.
I
I
mean, how
don't
old
know.
is she now? Like 99 or?
I don't even know. I don't even follow them. I don't even look on them because at the end of the day, right, they're doing better than most people, and because the homelessness did increase a lot, right? Homelessness increased a lot. At one point, I think the lockdown, right? There was no, was it the lockdown? Before the lockdown, they was putting spikes outside places where the homeless couldn't even lie down or nothing. It was disgusting, man.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What?
So
What?
so huh?
What in the hell? Like, so what are the homeless? Because I know it's cold out there. It like, it's usually like kind of damp, you know what I mean? And wet
Yeah,
like.
freezing. It's freezing. It's freezing even now. As I'm talking to you now, it's like 3 something in the morning. It's freezing now, right? So
Mm.
so so they were saying that how during the lockdown they was I think it was gonna house some homeless. I can't remember the talk exactly. So long ago. So they was doing all this, and on top of that, right? What they were doing. You know, when people in parks and stuff, like, you know, when they said, "Oh yeah, right, you could take a stroll to the park, it'll be 3 of you, 4 of you, whatever." People will go to the park. Then they started sending out the Gestapo to go stop them and all this foolishness. People was getting arrested left, right, and centre, and this is before even the George Floyd thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, honestly. It's absolutely mad. It seems like sorry. It seems like um yeah, the sense of entitlement going on. Um like you said, the light skin, dark skin thing as well still hovers, which
And
is
the
annoying.
colorism, yeah.
Oh,
Colorism.
that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. And because we don't stick together, that's why I keep saying that how it doesn't matter whether you're indigenous or whatever. At the end of the day, they're not looking at that. They're not even hearing that, right? They're just looking at seem like if they feel like they got to ship every single person of color out of a country, they would do it because they did it to Jamaicans. They sent like four, I can't remember, over 100 Jamaicans back to Jamaica, England. I think two did die over there, or three, I can't remember.
I
They did.
agree with you on that. Like, they don't care about, in their eyes, you are all of you guys are
The
trash. Like, we're
same.
all trash, right?
Yes.
But the problem is that they created a subculture amongst black people. So now we are mistreating one another, right? And
Mm,
setting ourselves above one
mm,
another in one way or another, right? And when
mm,
you do that, this infighting, right?
mm,
Inner conflict. So they have set the stage, right? Also to where they can have eyes within.
mm.
So, which we're talking about the sheep, the wolves and sheep clothing.
Yeah.
The whole thing, they have set the whole board in motion. So,
Mm,
unfortunately, it becomes now that not only we're fighting them and this and the things that they're throwing at us, we at times have to fight our own, or
yeah.
what should be seemingly our own.
Yeah.
And I think that we as black people need to understand if we don't enter if we don't step on the toes of one sect of black people and let them achieve what they need to achieve, then that will be the domino effect for what we need to achieve, right? Stop stepping on each other's toes and everybody be working towards the common goal,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about earlier about the reparations thing, is to say that me as American, I would never go to England and sit in Parliament, say if I got a seat in Parliament and say, no, you as a British a citizen who's got generations going in England, are not deserving of reparations.
Mm.
I would never
Yeah.
speak to that because first of
Yeah.
all, I should know the history, right,
Mhm.
of the plight,
Mhm.
but also I can never speak to the injustice that you suffered over there. I can only speak to the injustice that I suffered in America,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
should be equally the same, if not, worse or whatever. Like it's on the same par, on the same
It's the
level,
same.
right?
Exactly.
It's the same. And
Which
so I
is
should have empathy for that or
yeah.
sympathy. So how
Yeah.
could I fix my mouth and say, "Oh no, you don't, you black Brits don't deserve any reparations, but we'll give you an apology." That is that right? No, that's not
Mm.
right.
Mm.
And see,
Yeah.
that's what's happening to us because black immigrants are coming over and they're taking these seats in Congress and in the Senate in different places, and they're playing in the politics. And when it comes to time for us to speak for what we're fighting for, they say that we don't want that. We want an apology. So do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not right because you are Jamaican or you are some kind of Caribbean or you're African, maybe first or second generation removed, right, from the
Mm.
situation. How
Mm.
can you speak to the horrors that we've been suffering all this time?
But that's if they know the history, because some of the Africans do actually know the history of some things, but it's meeting those ones. You know what I mean? But at the same time, now it's it's just that we could all look at it as like we're all going through the same thing. I mean, like they keep saying, "Many are called, a few are chosen." That is a true saying because at the end of the day, right, there is some that I keep telling people in a village. There is phases of the village. There's the warriors, the one in the front line. There's the ones in the back. There's the caretakers. There's all. Like, everybody have different things to do. Not everybody's going to be standing. Who's going to be standing in the front line? Who wants to march? Not everybody's made like that. And another thing is when they see you doing something which is like a self-employment or whatever or business, sorry, a business, right? They need to feed into that. But there be many plastic faces, traitors coming out of the woodwork, proclaiming to say that they are this. And then when you check, which in our experiences now, referring to on the unknown, right? Those,
If there was a collective
yeah,
of very sincere and
very,
very righteous black men and women. So
yeah,
we're talking about, say, like a Pan African type of thing.
mm,
But all of them have the same mindset that we're all going to get ours from these different institutions, and I'm not going to step on your toes, and you're not going to step on mine. And then we're going to move together collectively
mm,
on that, and then we're going to move again together collectively, as in setting our communities
mm,
with respect of one another.
yeah.
Then
But
that
that's
could work. But
but
that's not
that's
happening though.
because people are not vetting people. They're not checking them out thoroughly before they jump in with them. That's the problem. That's why you have to sit back, listen, watch, don't say nothing. I mean, even me sometimes. I keep telling myself I'm not gonna say nothing in no chat. I'm just gonna sit one side. And what
I think what
happens?
happened was it became a money grab. They seen money in the cuz see, there's money in war. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And there's money in despair.
mm,
And they saw the money in it. That there were
mm,
so many people desiring change that they were willing to throw out their whole allotment to
mm,
whatever cause that they thought was going to bring some change. And these
yeah,
people have just been scamming.
mm, mm. But on top of that, now on top of that, it's like I don't. Well, I keep saying the we. But then, even when you say the weed, right, there is no weed because we are very divided. We are divided by so many different levels, right? Even with knowledge, people fight each other. Oh, I know more than you. No, I know more than you. It's just relentless. The things we're supposed to be getting together to be doing, like even across the water, Because at one time over here, people from America was coming here, educating, well, not educating, giving us lectures over from the Americas,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'm just it's just interesting that most of us probably haven't reached the Americas to give lectures over there, but obviously America is obviously where everything starts and finishes. You know what I mean? Like so, it's like we have no middle ground. We have no middle ground whatsoever. It's kind of real bad.
The
And
British blacks do not have a middle ground. They don't have um like they don't have a home per se, right? Or a home of people to reach out to say, hey,
some
you know.
have, but some have. You see, some have. That's why some of them has repatriated or repatriated to Ghana. Some have gone back to West Indies. Some have gone back to various places. They set up their abodes. They have been going back and forth for ages.
But what about the ones that are not that didn't okay, what about the ones that were kind of like forced over there but didn't migrate? You know what I mean? That their story is the same as those black people in America, with the transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah, even though people saying that they debunking that now and all this, they said they're debunking the slave trade.
They're debunking that it even happened. They're saying they're debunking that it happened over there in Britland.
No, they said that how they're debunking the slavery in general.
Just you well, we know that, but we do know that in England there are brothers and sisters who their history goes back to some servitude, if
Hmm.
at the least servitude, like as an indentured, but
Hmm.
there were slaves.
Yeah, there was slave because the Queen Victoria had a daughter or somebody called Princess Bella that she adopted, or was it Princess Bella? There's another black one, that dark one that she did adopted, and then later on, I think she married another person like herself.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, there was no woman's over here. I mean, I'm not gonna say Moorish. There was no woman's over here. A lot of no
Mm-hmm.
woman's
Mm-hmm.
over here. It's all written in their records. They have records of everything over here. You
See,
know,
their history of slavery in England was not as long as America.
it's
It didn't last
yeah,
as long as, but it did
yeah, it
exist.
was. Yeah, it did exist because Wilberforce had to bring over a ship smelling of slaves, supposedly, to tell the so-called peoples that how this existed because they didn't know what was going on over here. They was drinking sugar and tea, sugar, Tate and Lyle, and I can't remember the other thing, Ray and Nephews and stuff was bought over here.
Mm-hmm.
So the Bank of England, Barclays itself, which many has researched it as well,
Mm-hmm.
is on the back. When you go to certain parts of London, you can see certain places, Blackberry Road or Street. There's a street called that. Um, I think it's the Exchange part. You will see a carving of shackled people.
And I think the big thing was the indigo, the dyes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. See, that's what I'm saying. So why don't those British subjects, right,
Hmm.
that have that history, they could trace that history back, and it has to be at least tens upon thousands, like a very great amount.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they not coalesce together and come under a banner as to say, like like how we in America we're trying to say ADOS, right? American Descendants of Slavery.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would be British Descendants of Slavery, BDOS or something like that. But at least come over under a moniker and say, hey, you owe us for X, Y, and Z.
Mm. But they're doing that now. That's why they were doing all their marches. But the thing is that every time they did the marches, they was late to Parliament.
Mm-hmm.
It was late for Parliament because every August the 1st they go, they march to Parliament, and um, the first one I think they was late. I think the second time because they did it like a couple times. They did it. I think they've been doing it for 5 years or 4 years. I can't remember. And just the other day they did a one. Well, no, last year. Sorry, last year they did one. And but they teamed up with Extinction Rebellion, them
Mm.
people, that organization, right? Which I've got a video on that as well. And
Did you
and
did a video on them already?
yeah, I did a video on the march. Um,
Oh,
and and
I didn't
and
catch that one. Sorry, Yemi.
not because you came late afters. Afters. That's why I keep telling people go backwards to the back video sometimes because I'll
Oh,
read it with
okay.
right. Because I was stammering a lot. I think I've improved a lot on how I talk and everything. Because before I used to talk all excited and now I just take my time and deal with it. So um,
You was gun ho in the beginning. Now you're like,
so 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 basically I used to tell my friend where I used to talk about the march. I used to say there's no point in marching because I heard John Henry Clark, I think, first. No, I
mm,
heard Mutabaruka about the Liberation Day because I used to go Liberation Days. I used to go Marcus Garvey Days, and what's the next one? I think is that. I think those are the ones I used to do. I used to go to that. The reason why I look up to Muta Baruka so much as well, even though you're not supposed to put a man on a pedestal, but it's his words and his actions. Muta Baruka reached into the African Liberation Day. He made the speech and he said, "Why are you not celebrating African Liberation Day? He said, Africa ain't liberated. Why are you celebrating it?" And I said, "Huh." I said, "Okay, I done." Then one of the dads used to talk about John Henry Clark a lot, and he used to say, "Yeah, like John Henry Clark said that how why we're wasting our time with sitting in buildings that's not even ours and all this and all this and all this and we're wasting our time marching." And I used to be a staunch marcher. Okay,
mm-hmm.
I, I'll be going there with buggy and all, yeah, and I think after a while it really settled in. I think it set in my head. I don't even know what happened. I think it started setting in my head, and then after that, I just stopped. I pulled back on a lot of things because, um, even though you're there, because like I said, I was part of Nation of Islam takes part in a lot of stuff. Right, they're always present at most things. So I used to go there. I used to go to say if someone died or something unjustly, you reach. Right, you be around the so-called brothers and sisters, and um, right, you just stand together, whatever, and then it's nice, but at the same time, after that, it's like your life continues, and then it's not the same
Nothing
sentiment
has
as before.
changed,
Nothing has
right?
changed, and then there was a thing where with the schools, there had loads of supplementary schools, and I used to take my young ones to that as well. I used to go take it to a lot of that. I used to take it to a whole too much things. I used to take it to a lot of forums where we'll be at late. We'll be coming home around about this time, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, reaching back with the children. It was crazy. Like um um it's like you're right. It's like you're very committed. You're very committed, right? You haven't even got time to talk to friends or family. Right, your life revolve around the organization you're dealing with. So when I dropped it off, and I think Minister Farrakhan did call for the old one, the ex members to come back. I never really returned. I never returned because I
Mm-hmm.
saw stuff like behind closed doors. You kind of see certain things,
You
and
start, yeah, you see
you
things
start,
behind the scenes, things that you
yeah,
don't agree with,
yeah,
and people not really being true to what they're trying to
not
portray.
not genuine, and and then afterwards, I think because I had locks in my hair. Minister Falcon used to not was against locks. Every time when you come in there as a locks, whether you're man or woman, the men will get their hair trimmed, and I don't know how. I don't know how you get rid of your locks or whatever, but in the end, the women used to cut their locks or they keep it
So
sometimes.
so that was going on in the nation. They were making people get rid of their locks.
Yeah, that was like a full Rasta man will come in there, and then slowly his locks will go, and because
I wonder if they
everybody,
were doing that because it was tied to the spirituality of it, like they viewed it as a
no,
religion
no,
opposed to.
no, 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 they was against the Rasta community at the time because this was the late 90s going on to the
Oh
two
my
thousands.
God.
So there wasn't a collective. It's not until later on they became a collective where they was working with everybody. Because at one point they weren't working with nobody; they was just by themselves. They used to have their own schools. If you weren't a member, you can't be part of the schools.
The schools they established out there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's not
deep.
right.
It's deep. It's deep. Honestly, it's deep. So, 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 and I didn't know about Sarah Set and all them people till afterwards. I found about Sarah Set and everybody else later on. But But later on, I literally became later on a new age rasta where like you have dreads, you'll be wearing new age certain places. And because my friend she was into new age stuff, I was around we was around in parts there. So um after a while like you kind of drop off. I mean like you turn rebel. I mean I'm a rebel in a smallish way, right? You sort of break away and then when they see you, I mean they're nice when they see you, but when you're actually in the camp, it's different.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. That even that right there, like I don't call it like religious or it's trying to force your will on somebody else. Like we're all going through it.
Mm.
So now we're like big, we're setting these standards, or you have to conform this way or that way. What is the purpose of all that?
Well, well, well. The whole thing, Nation Islam thing was to have the Trinity. The black man, woman, and child thing.
Yeah,
Most,
but it had nothing to do with the hair.
yeah, but I think because it was a clean cut. You have to look clean cut and business like. The men had to look clean cut and business like for whatever. Because most of them come from all different walks of life, as you know from YP and that. They all come from all
Yeah, I
different walks
mean,
of life.
I agree with that, but you can look nice with your dreads, and if it's a spiritual thing, that must be respected because nation wants to be respected
Mm,
for their spirituality, correct?
mm-hmm,
So you can't be righteous in these situations as if you're treading upon the spirituality of another brother and sister
mm.
because they're in agreement with you. There's no respect of person at that point. Do you get
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, I get what you're saying.
I wouldn't if I did that to you. I said, "Oh, Yemi, you could be in my group, but you need to cut your hair so and so way." Am I
Mm.
respecting you at that point?
No, but in the 90s, it was totally different to how it is now. Now they can wear dreads and stuff
But in
underneath
the
their
'90s,
stuff.
they were doing that
Yeah, they were stricter in the 90s and the ending of the 90 part. But
because
now,
I don't ever recall that happening because I've been in the nation and I know people in the nation and stuff, and I've never recalled that happening. I'm surprised to even hear it. Like for me to hear it, it kind of throws me off. Like
yeah,
wow.
yeah, because one time the leader over here he was talking against Haile Selassie. He was not for Rasta at all, but because most of the organs people in the organ where I started to looks up, being it's a natural hairstyle, etc., etc., etc. Then it got more and more accepted because the majority of them used to have weaves and stuff in the mosque underneath
Mm-hmm.
their scarves because it looked nice. And obviously, when you drapes the thing over your hair, like you have to have a certain look to it or whatever. So, you know, um, it's and the men will be always business, like ready for business,
Mm-hmm.
because like they're the ones who go out and they have to be in the public, and they have to, what I mean. So
Did you ever go to any of the Savior's Day and stuff like that?
no, I didn't go to the Saviors though. I didn't go to Savior Day. I went to the Million Man Mall. I think that's after they did the Million Man March, where they invited
Mm-hmm.
all the women and they cooked. They cooked for them. They picked them up from their homes, etc. And they made all the women sit down and they catered to them like in that way. But
See, I didn't make the Million Man March, but my father, he's passed away now, and my
mm,
mother and my baby sister, they went to the Million Man March together.
mm,
But I didn't. I don't know. Sometimes, like I be hearing people's stories when it comes to the nation and different things. Like I don't stop people from saying what they feel or what they express because I don't think it's right. Right? I have to go my own way as far as
mm,
my heart.
mm,
What I know is right in my heart.
mm,
So I
mm,
listen to people and I be like, damn, that's messed up or and I'm open to various things, right? And I think this is the another thing though, I thank my parents for this is that they never encapsulated us. They never even though we were raised Muslim or what have you, they never kept us from discovering or the knowledge of other things.
mm,
Mhm. And my
mm,
dad always told me too, he was like, Saida, if you stop learning, then you ain't got no reason to live no more. You
mm,
need to always be getting knowledge.
mm,
Always be getting knowledge.
mm,
So it's not hard for me to like, see other people's view of things or come into a new knowledgeable thing and retweak and reassess. At
mm.
one point in time, I said I was going to do an episode called "The Bad Muslim" because I'm drinking and smoking cigarette. I'm saying doing things I'm not supposed to, right? But I guarantee you, my heart is more righteous and more strong than any of them.
Mm,
That God loves me so much. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
If that's the case, because
yeah,
I'm not with pretense and all that kind of stuff, and
mm,
I keep my word and all, the things that are right.
mm,
So sometimes you can't judge by just looking at the cover. Maybe you need to read the book.
yeah,
Is what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
That's crazy that this, I be hearing this stuff. I just be like, chimney cried corn. And I curse. But when my daddy passed away, he told me before he passed away, he said, I'm proud of you. He told me that.
Mm,
Okay? The bad
mm,
Muslim. He's proud of her.
mm.
That's crazy, but that's my little story. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay because look, but like Miss White said, like this is the one thing no one can take from you is knowledge because because once you learn all the stuff when you're being amongst them people there, right? You can be doing
Hmm.
the most mm, recklessest thing or whatever, but you would always know stuff because I remember when I used to be in a Ugandan nightclub, literally, and I'll drink, and they come up and they'll be talking, and I start breaking down some, yeah, knowledge. I'll be breaking it down. I was breaking it down to them about their own country. It's like, bro. So they go to me, have you been Africa? No, I haven't been Africa. I used to do it to the Nigerians. Me and the Nigerians used to get into it because because they were saying, how can you do what our forefathers did and all this because they're Christian and Muslim, as you know.
Oh yeah. Because
And I'm
Christianity and Islam go hand in hand,
hand in hand.
whether people believe it or not.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
me, them. Me, Nigerian, Congolese, sometime at one point, we used to go head to head, honestly. And it's women, and I'll be the only West Indian defending everything. And they will look at me like, but how? But how? But how? And they will say to me, but you're West Indian. Why is your name Yemi? I said, because that's my name. Oh, why? 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 And then like I will explain to them, well, Yoruba lady, she gave me the name, the night, you know. But then after a while, I stop.
Well,
I
I'm
stop.
not Arab, and my name is Saida.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You,
But
you know what I mean?
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. But you know, people, right? Right? You know, with certain countries, they would ask questions and they will try to feel you out. And like with certain African countries that I've come to contact with, when they see that you know so much about their own country, even they're like, wow, oh my god, how they said, and I'll be like, I just know, like I used to really, I mean, before all the newest dances of how the night, how the Afrobeat went, I used to dance like the
I bet you were a
Nigerians.
good dancer, Yemi.
Yeah, man, I used to be the
You say,
one
yeah,
dancing.
man.
I'll, I'll be the one in the middle of the floor. There'll be Tanzanians, Congolese, all types. That's why, like, that's why I'm saying to you, I mean, maybe they're different over there or whatever. I don't know, but I know over here, right? Them times, I mean, even till now, they're still they're sociable. If you have a good friend with one of them, they're your friend for life. They will, you know, they'll be there. They're them type of people, but it is a rarity. You have to know. I mean, it took me ages like to get established amongst them, and I think my massage was the one that made a way that I can meet all from Africa, and I didn't have to go to Africa, right? If anything,
Mm-hmm.
Tanzanians, um, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, who else was there? Congolese, Ghana, Nigerians. Like you get all tastes of their food. Somalians, even when they were doing the FGM forums, I was around the FGM forums too. And Somalians, I think I was around a Somalian guy at one point. So
Somalians sometimes are very hard
very
group
hard,
to. I
very
mean,
hard.
I would be like, but once one takes to you and they see how you interact, then they
Yeah,
start to be a little bit more open.
yeah,
Because I mean, that's a hard nut to crack right
very
there.
hard, very hard. And what's nice about them because I tie my hair and I walk around like the other day. I was walking. I wasn't even thinking nothing, but because the Muslims see my headscarf, right? I mean, though I know the greetings anyway. So the guy said to me, "Assalamu alaikum." I said, "Alaikum salam," or whatever, and then I continued walking, and and he made sure I heard him. You know what I mean? And and I thought, oh, that's interesting because I know I morph, my face morphs as well. So, and I was told by somebody, like, you kind of look like one as well, in a kind of way. But I think it's how you carry yourself because I'm not busting out in all directions as well.
Oh,
Um,
Claire is a Muslim.
yeah,
Salam
she
alaikum,
is.
sister.
Yeah, she is. She is. So,
Salam, salam. She
so,
said,
so.
she went out a lot in her 20s and 30s now. I'm in my 40s and my last child leaves school this year. I'm going to party like it's 1999. Well, you know what? Let me know. I might not be around you, but I'll when you start partying, I'm a party with you. But I'll be over here. I'll give you a toast, okay? Because you're gonna have an empty nest. Empty nester. She about to be an empty nester. You better figure out what you're gonna do with that time. Because I'm telling
Mm.
you,
Yeah, you got
first
to
you're gonna be
split.
kind of confused about it. So you gotta
Yeah.
have a plan. Have a plan.
Yep. 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 But
But I'm
but but
sorry. Go ahead, Yemi. Finish
yeah,
what you were saying.
it's okay. But it's really nice when you're surrounded by all those countries. in one place. You know what I mean? Literally, it's such a nice thing. Um, the food is astounding.
Oh,
The
I know.
food
Good
is just,
food. And you know what I
oh,
notice about Africans, no matter what country they come from in the continent,
hmm,
I mean, they could party.
hard,
They
hardy, hardy.
party like for days.
But
And
yes, for days and still have energy to go work the next day.
yeah, I can't do all that. But like, oh, come back. I'm like, it's late already. Are you gonna still be here? Yeah, probably so. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? You know what I mean? I
Exactly,
think it's my
exactly.
old age. My old age says, you better go to bed, cause mm-mm.
and and Ugandans are very friendly. They're one of the friendliest. I will say, Nigerians are friendly, but Ugandans are friendly. They will cook. Right. If you go to a party, well, I mean, I think it's the same across the board. But if you go to an African party, they make sure you eat. Have like they'll come up to you like 50 times. Have you eaten? Have you drink? Have you this? Have you that? Right? Are you okay? Even if like they're just very very family orientated and certain things. Even though in the Nollywood is shows true representations of certain things as well, what they go through the Nigerian women. But the Nigerian women don't put up with shit. Some of them, they will right. They'll feel no way telling a man where to go. You know.
Mm-mm. I like some of their movies. I was just watching one the other day, or like about a couple of weeks ago, and the girl, she wanted to, she she had a boyfriend that she worked with in the office,
Hmm,
and then but there was this older guy who was rich, right? He was older than her,
hmm,
and somehow she came across him because the guy that she worked with in the office, he wanted her to go send some papers over to him or something like that, but he wasn't really a good guy for her. But
hmm,
the old school, I call him the old school, he was, like checking her out, like, oh, and he tried to, he put it on her real smooth, but she was torn and stuff. But I was like, ooh. But anyway, she ended up with him in the end. I was like, that's a good one.
hmm, hmm.
Nollywood. That was a good one. I was like all into it too. Like, ooh.
But 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 the same way how you see African men when they like you, when they love you, right? They love you. They love the ground you walk on. Like some will introduce you to the whole family. Like I feel like you would know the whole family and then some. Like you know, they're not very right. Like they're very much like the men is very much for their mothers. You know what I mean? They're very much for their
Mm-hmm.
mothers. If their mother ain't feeding you, you're not in. You're not
Oh
in.
wow. The
You will
mother
never
ain't.
you'll never learn that jollof rice in ingredient how to make the jollof rice. If you're not in with the mother-in-law, it's all over. And yeah, they're very business orientated, big time hustlers. Because when I was around the Nigerians doing the massage as well, the hairdressers will be out finishing hair about till 12 o'clock at night. Sometimes finishing hair. Like they don't play when it comes to their money, especially. Well, though they said it right, the Eurobars is the money makers, is across the board, completely across the board. Gambians are money makers. They don't play when it comes to their money neither. They can sell anywhere. The smallest space they will sell up and make it work.
Mm-hmm. They're good. And they're like I don't want to say barterers, but they're good salesmen of them.
Very good, very good. Can sell anything.
Mm. Oh.
Can sell
See, and that's
anything.
the thing about the cultures is that it's beautiful when you could talk about it and see all the beauty in it. That's a beautiful thing. Nothing is wrong with that.
Mm.
Nothing whatsoever. It should be embraced. I just
Yeah.
don't like the other stuff that goes on, which is important though, because there is a battle that is here. And sure, we just gotta, you know what? We just got to like my dad used to say, pick the nigger weeds. You know what I'm saying? We got to get the weeds out of the grass.
But it's hard to find them because they could come as pretty flowers, and then later on now, right, you see that they're weeds.
There's some in my backyard right now. I was looking at them. I was like, those are weeds, but they're so green and lush and pretty. And I'm like, as pretty as you are, I know that I'm gonna have to put some that stuff down to kill it from the root. I said, because I know it's weed, right? I
Mm,
know it's weeds.
mm,
And that's the thing. That's and see, everything that happens in this world is something for us to learn from, as to know the pretty things amongst us look just like us, or even more so beautiful, but they're
mm,
nothing but a weed, something trying to choke you out,
mm,
to
mm,
something to try to take away your life. It's pretty though, very
mm.
pretty.
It
You know,
is.
like they talk about the women, that the very pretty woman, but all she wants to do is take your life, suck the
Yeah.
life out of you.
Yep. Yep. And we're seeing it. We're seeing it on here, aren't we, Saida?
Okay, we are seeing the succubus. The succubus are running amok. Okay, and so are the incubus, the men, the pretty men. You know,
Mm,
with the pretty words and all that
mm,
stuff. They're
mm.
running amok too. I'm out
Yeah.
here like the I'm about to be the right. I am the righteous right hand of. Okay, I'm swore the truth. I'm gonna cut you asunder. I'm not playing with you out here. Do not get it twisted, because I feel in my heart that the Most High rose with me. I feel it. You know what I mean? In my heart, like when I stand up for my friends,
Mm,
when I'm bringing the conversation, even though I talk the way I talk, but because I
mm,
know I'm standing and talking the truth. You see what I'm
mm,
saying?
mm,
And I
mm,
feel it deep in my soul. It
mm,
means a lot to me. And personally, I do like to get along with people. I really don't want to not get along with people. The only time I probably would not get along with a person is because maybe I really cared about you and you hurt me. You hurt my
mm,
feelings. But still,
mm,
at
mm,
that point, it's not me just coming at you crazy or nothing like that. You know what I
mm.
mean?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
hmm
I hear what you're
But it's
saying.
important, it's important that I feel like it's important to speak the truth, right? And speak the truth to power.
Mm, exactly.
I find
Exactly.
those things to be important. But look,
Exactly.
yeah, I gotta go. Miss
It's
Wise to
okay.
you, Claire 76. I know y'all been enjoying the conversation, but Saida has to go because one, I gotta use the bathroom, and two, I need to eat something, and three, I need to go to sleep because I go to gym. If anybody knows, I try to be at the gym at 4
Mm,
o'clock in the morning
mm,
every morning, and I got off track for a minute. So I've been on track for these last 2 days, but since I had been off track for about like a week, um you know what I mean? Like I have to force myself so that it's almost like I don't know if you guys ever jumped a car, like your car was dead and you had to jump the
yeah.
battery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm jumping the battery right now, y'all. It's a mess.
Mm.
It is a mess. Ooh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah. Just
But I
challenge
love y'all, and
yourself.
I'll see y'all soon. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Okay.
know you my girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Same here.
I want to email you because I was just thinking, just based on this conversation we had, maybe we should have some more dialogue like this and include a Big Tide and a couple other people. And then, maybe we can make something of it. You know what I mean? Let's,
Yeah. Yeah.
see what we can do.
Yeah. Because I'm still trying to get clear to do her menopause the video. I've already set up her scheduled date if she's gonna do it.
It was supposed to play yesterday. Was it
Was
yesterday or
it
today?
yesterday? I can't remember. I don't
It
know what day
came
I
up
sent
on
it.
my feed.
Oh, was it yesterday? It's because cause I haven't got Claire's email.
Oh, Claire, give her the email. What you doing, sister?
Yeah, man. Give me the email.
Today. Oh Lord. Okay.
Give me the
Oh,
email, man, so I can thingy. Oh,
504
hi, you
Indigenous.
504. Long time.
Oh, I'm getting off.
Yes, it always
Oh,
come late, and it's like, and it's and we're 3 hours into the video. Oh, you
I
got
know
it.
we just been talking about a whole bunch of stuff. 504. Like
Yeah.
You're gonna have to red ball it back because it's so many different topics.
Mm-mm-mm.
You
It
know,
is. Too
we've been
many.
talking, talking, talking.
Too many. Too many. And there's still more to talk about.
I
But
know. But when me and Yemi get together, it usually go like this if I don't fall off and see this look see, it was meant for me to be here tonight because I only fell off one time. Because normally I'd be falling off like back to back to back. Do I not?
yes, you do. You do.
So this conversation was meant. That makes my heart happy. For real, it does. Okay,
Oh,
well, I gotta go. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
okay. Bye. Okay, Claire, I just sent you a message. Okay, let's see. I see there's a big conversation going on amongst the women on the chat, but I would read that. Oh, when it comes up, I'll read it when I sit down. Oh, you caught a live 504? I know. I normally just do whatever and then jump off, don't I? Normally, that's what I do. How you been 504? I ain't seen you on IG for ages. What you been doing? Hmm? I'll send you an email, Claire, so we can sort out the time for you to do your menopause, where you could come on and chat, where we can just make a little agenda. Uh, yeah, it's a long time. Yes, we talk about everything now. I mean, it started out with Addie Carter and it turned into something else, which is all good anyway. Oh, you've been working. I thought as much. I know you and Peanut Nola work hard. I've been trying to send people over to your sides. You're coming back. Oh, yeah, go to sleep. It's okay. It's okay because I'm gonna shut down now. And now there's like people coming in, but I'm gonna shut down now because I've been on here like 3 hours tops. 3 hours tops. That's a record for me again. I normally don't do records. Um, I normally do like 2 hours tops if I can. Yeah. So just don't get involved with Miss Addie Carter. That's my word for today. And it's been really great seeing people's come true. Though saying that, the video with the afterlife was the big one, I think as well. That was the big one. Nearly everybody came through from all over the place. Let me not miss what you're saying. Yeah, so Ali's new angle is she is DID. She has been many Yes, that's her new angle. Miss Wise, I bet you can tell some stories about that live, eh? She is not all there, Ali. She's not all there. She's a lost cause. Yes, that would be great. I've collected my data setting now. I want to deliver. Okay then. Yeah, that. Oh, hello, Ghetto. You back again? Yeah. So she's not all there, Ali. Ali's not all there. She's playing the people. She's playing them, and yeah. Basically, we should leave that. Like people, more people's gonna see her anyway. She's probably gonna get more exposed video, but it ain't gonna be from me. That's what I know, because there's other things to talk about. I wasted my time giving her a space. Now that she's been on here. Yes, let's never come. Okay, no problem. So we're gonna try schedule. I'm gonna try do. Let me check what I've got lined up because I've got to do. Keep going to the wrong one. I might have to do breath work again. Oh God, me. There's an untitled one. Oh, it's disappeared. Oh, that must have been the one that you was talking about. She's telling me that I put for today. The menopause one can be done very soon. Where is it? That was for the 19th of January. Okay, let's set it for next. I'll set it for next month, but we can do it anytime soon. I'll let you know when I'm going live. Clear, so you can reach. Oh, you never left? Yeah, so clear. I will let you know when I'm going live so you could jump on. Ghetto Child, I think I heard you on Sister Armors as well. Um, yeah, I got some mindfulness stuff to complete, but in between that, I'm just gonna do the ones that is overdue because I'm not gonna let them go overdue like I normally do. So I am definitely going to go because it's like 4 in the morning, 4:36. Oh yeah, and that story you have to tell about the coma story. You need to tell that story. You can't keep that one to yourself. I thought you had a channel, Claire. I thought you had a channel as well. So you can put it on here. It's fine, about your coma as well. But we are definitely gonna shut down, and I'm gonna do the thingy, panel. The panels are gonna be done on StreamYard because it's easier to do the panels on StreamYard. It holds a little more people. Yeah, it says 29th, but if I go earlier, I'll let you know. I would email you and let you know that day before I go live. I won't just go live and then leave you hanging. Okay, that's just the estimated time. That's the estimated time. I put that as estimated, so people see it. It's been advertised, as they say. Yeah. So yeah. No, not yet. I'm still. Don't be shy. You have to learn to talk on platforms like this. I think you talk on one community. Don't be shy. So okay, I'm gonna say I put people's name. I think I put people's names in from before. I have to go from the beginning. There's Claire. They pop up. Red Squid. Saida. Prime. DJ Craig. DJ Timmy Turner. Big Philly G. Ghetto Child. A bit tired. Just chilling. Miss Wise. Original ones. She's one of the original ones too. And oh, I'm not sure about the Sinetta one. And though we're saying it's Prime. And 504. Who is he? There he is. 504. Indigenous. Oh yeah, Ghetto Child. Gotta make sure we got everybody. Yeah, I got O's lowercase. I've got it. Oh, is it not come? Hold on, let me go and get it again. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oops. Okay. Oh, right. So I'm going to go and I'll send you a email as soon as I get off of here. I got it on my thing. So with that said, have a good night, a good morning, and I'm going to play my waterworks. Where is it? Oops, wrong one. I keep doing Ross when I have to go. Must be tired. Yeah, where's my water? Oh, there we go.